Hey you! Do you like Starloss? Do you like dice? Of course you do. Now come here. I got something to show you.
Starlost Seas is officially partnered with Dice Goblin to help bring more dice to more tables. How are we doing that? Well, Dice Goblin has officially launched their Kickstarter to produce their very first line of unique dice. And can we just say, these are some good looking dice. And you can get some of these dice by going to the link down in the description below and pledging to the Kickstarter. There are plenty of tiers to choose from, so think of all the dice and what you could do with them. Roll some nat 20s, roll some nat 1s. Take the dice out on a date. Put them in your mouth. Disclaimer, don't put the dice in your mouth. We really don't want to get sued. Feed your ever-growing collection as you ask yourself, why? Why do I keep doing this? The dice have overtaken my home. My dog is now made of dice. I don't even play that many D&D games. What have I done? Where did I go wrong in life? Who cares about that? Look at the cute characters for the Kickstarter dice. Every pledge made through our link directly supports Starloss, so make sure to go to the link in the description down below and pledge to the Dice Goblin Kickstarter today. And thank you to Dice Goblin for making this video possible. And of course, without further ado, enjoy the rest of the episode. 2, 1, my finger's gone. 3,
Hello, everybody.
2,
Welcome.
Welcome
to Starlost Seas. There you go.
There we go.
Keep those fingers down.
It's really hard to remember to put down these two. I can remember to put down these two and like
See,
thumb.
I count like the British do, so it's easy to. Anyways, hi, welcome back to Starlost Seas. Amazingly, we're all wearing exactly what we were wearing last week, which is
Wow.
a big shocker.
And it looks later in the day than when we recorded the last time.
It's not true, actually.
true.
Kay is in a different...
Kay is in a different sweater. Most of us are wearing what we were wearing last week, but you know.
Wardrobe change?
No, hey, stop it. Are you wearing a laser team hoodie?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to crop that out.
Get that, yeah, no
It's upside down
off-market
and
branding.
backwards.
No off-market branding here.
We don't have shirts.
Last time on Starlost Seas. Noah, hold up your left hand and show him what happened last time on Starlost Seas. Last time on Starlost Seas, we dealt with the repercussions of Vala and Lorelei's fight, and the two of them agreeing to try and get along. Vala agreeing to become the apothecary for Twink. Mara walked her out into the woods so she could find a nice little place that she and Mara together made into a little patch of pseudo marshland that she is going to begin acclimating to and setting herself up within. During this time, Twink, Lotus, and Doc assessed the damage to Twinktownia, determining correctly that it was pretty fucked. And then Twink went off to find Madame Auvert so they could discuss it. And when he went off, Doc had the best idea. He and Lotus were going to collect a boar, take it to the Griffin so that he could befriend it. They collected the boar easily. They took it to the Griffin, where the Griffin then began to eat it. And as Doc briefly turned his eyes away from the Griffin ate his hand.
I just want it to be known that
Yeah.
I have talked about this plan for 2 weeks, and I backed off of it in like the very recent days leading up to this session. To which both of these two fuckers, who on my camera are directly next to me, but Mr. DM and Ian himself called me a pussy for trying to back out of it.
I've never called you that.
Okay, Ian
Fuck
called me
you.
a pussy.
I don't
you
use
went,
that insult.
You should do that anyway.
I didn't say that ever. I
I said you should do that if you want to.
So you're telling me, this is news to me, you had 2 weeks to think about this and you still did it?
Yeah.
So the Griffin ate off Doc's left hand.
It was peer pressure. Say no to drugs, kids.
Not peer pressure.
Say no to most. Mara and Vala chilled while the sounds of Griffin violence erupted above them. Lotus grabbed Doc, took him in a rush to find Illis, who was spending time with Lorelei. And Illis informed Lorelei that she could reattach to the hand if it was retrieved. So Lorelei, now no longer having to hide her dragon abilities, flew back with Lotus and swiftly killed the Griffin. and retrieved a solid third of Doc's hand. And that was reattached. I mean, it's also you've got back a whole lot of your palm. That's like a third of your actual hand structure. Maybe even half of your actual hand structure. Anyways, semantics out of the way. Twink planted one of the magic seeds, and with little help from Vilvalm and Auvert, it started to grow, showcasing the extremely rapid development that lumber could have on Twinktania. A number of Twinktanians decided, after all of the chaos of the last week and a half, that they were going to leave. But all of those that you picked up in Tiok, as well as about 70% of them, decided to stay, and quickly set about repairing the town. Twink joined them, and Dolis and Alina had a little lunch date. And they sat down at the prow of the ship so they could eat a nice little steak and potatoes lunch together. And we ended the session on Lotus, Lorelei, and a slightly dejected and digit-reduced Doc, walking down to the docks, to the ship. And we're gonna pick back up with you guys walking up to the ship. Lorelei makes her way up the gangplank, gets to the top, sees Dolis and Alina, and just goes, "Oh fuck," and like turns the other way. And it's just like, "Lotus, did he see me?"
Huh?
Your brother, did he see me? Is he looking at me?
No.
Doc is walking up the gangplank.
Should I go talk to her now?
Are you checking my passive perception?
Yes. Yes, you saw her. Yes.
Okay.
Talk to him. She hands you her coat, her hat, and her boots, and she's like, "Can you take these to my room?"
Okay.
Okay, thank you. And she pats you on the shoulder and turns back. Starts walking over to Dolis.
She turns back over. Dolis has already gotten up. He started walking towards her.
She, like, Doc, as you're, like, coming up, she's like, "God fucking damn it. Hey, you, I hope your hand's good." She just, like, walks past you.
Yeah.
Dolis,
Lorelei,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
You're sorry.
Yes, no, I was completely out of line. I was frustrated and scared and flustered after everything that had happened with Vala, and my instincts of what I've learned from hunting and protecting Lotus sort of kicked in, and I was thinking in the senses of getting rid of a threat. I didn't think
You wanted to get rid of the monster that was at risk of hurting your little...
right, but I didn't take into account, and I didn't think about the fact that you...
That it was my little...
Right, and that you are individuals as well, and I was no better than those people who hunted your kind in the past in that moment, and I am embarrassed, and I sincerely apologize. I know that if I was in your position, I would not have been able to go through with it either.
I appreciate the apology. I'm sorry I threatened your life again. No hard feelings.
Yes, I left you a little some food in your cabin.
Thank you. You won't have to be making me dinners anymore, because not risk of being poisoned anymore. Assuming
Alright.
Vala doesn't decide to play any pranks while we're still here.
Okay. Well, if you still want me to at any point, you can always call on me.
Thank you, Dolis. You're a good brother. Gives you a pat on the shoulder and she goes, "Oh, hey." She like leans in and she nudges you. She's like, "See, you're not the only one who's chatting it up with a spellcaster."
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you know, Illis and I having lunch with Alina.
You and
You're
Illis are
hanging
having
out.
lunch with Alina?
No, you're having lunch with Alina, like right now. They're like right behind
Yeah.
you idiot.
Yes.
Never changed, Dolis. She pats you on the arm.
Okay, I mean, I wasn't planning on it.
Gonna go have lunch.
Okay.
If you want your sister, she'll be in the cabin with me.
Okay.
Heads off. Doc, she like shouts at you.
Yeah.
Go to bed or something. That's you. Take a break.
You got whiskey?
No,
You got anything?
I have half a keg of wine.
You want to play poker?
Not at the moment, but I'm sure if you find Frankie and Felix, they'll play poker with you. I'll get you. You can just have my wine. Actually, you could have some of my wine.
Dockery,
You can have a
Yeah.
glass of my wine. She like.
did you get your hand back?
Dolis, for once, somebody has less fingers than you.
How many? What? So you didn't get? I don't. 1, 2, 3. Oh.
I'm gonna go lay down.
Have you been counting my fingers? Was that a thing that's really noticeable about me? I haven't really. Never mind. He turns back around and sits back down with Alina.
Alina's like, it is.
Have a
it's
good
noticeable."
date. Good night. Fuck me.
Does Lorelei have any sort of reaction when
potatoes.
she goes back into her captain's quarters?
Yeah. So Lotus, meanwhile, you went in there, put everything down. Her table is covered in like the nicest food.
Oh. No. No. Put her stuff on her chair, just kind of like find another chair and just sit there and just kind of stare at the food.
Just staring. The door opens.
I won't eat it. Oh, hi.
What are you? Celibate for food or something? Just eat. God, and just closes the door behind you.
What's a celibate?
Fuck, why do I do this to myself? Something I'll explain later after we've eaten and rest and maybe you've forgotten. Okay. Yeah, here, dig in, go crazy. She like tosses a fork to you.
Just starts eating. So,
Laura. Mm-hmm.
are you okay?
This is like the worst day I've had in several hundred years. This is up there with like when my ship exploded.
Oh,
That was the worst day I'd had in several hundred years. God damn, this steak is good. That was like Wait a second.
Huh?
Why did all this? Oh, it's Dolis, right? He left me a peace offer. Holy shit! And she like looks at the whole table.
It's so good.
There's so much. She starts like shoveling in steak.
That's why I wanted to ask you if you were okay. Because, you know, a lot happened.
The Bordelace was my baby. It took me decades to save up for her. I used to work on Harmon's shitty ships. That's how I met Eggle. And so,
And then you became your own captain?
bought the Bordelace myself. All money I'd saved up. All
Oh.
for my little hoard.
Do you like the airship more?
I like that it's an airship more. I would have liked it more if the Bordelace was an airship.
Hmm.
Custom. It was everything I dreamed. Just the right size, just the right shape, all the cargo space I needed, enough cannons. The color was perfect.
Maybe one day we can get another Bordelace.
No. Ships are like people. Just replacing them doesn't feel right. But
Maybe you could get
Airship.
something similar.
maybe. Maybe I'll give this one to Eggle, make him a captain, since I'm an admiral now.
Hmm. Hey, do you think I could be a captain when I'm older?
If you learn how to sail a ship, then yeah.
Yeah.
First rule of being a captain is you have to be able to do everyone else's job on the ship.
Oh,
And you have to be able to do it better than them.
that sounds boring.
I mean, the trick is, once you become captain, you don't have to do anybody else's job.
Oh.
It's just if they ever give you lip, you show them that you don't fucking need them.
Okay.
Like if
I can do
Eggle,
that.
Eggle was ever an ass to me, well, I mean, Eggle and I are friends, so I guess I'd probably give him a bit of a pass. But if Eggle, hypothetically, was ever an ass to me, I can navigate better than him. I might not be able to navigate better than him nowadays, actually. I'm a little out of tune. Don't tell anyone that.
Okay.
We can run a line faster than any of the sailors on the Bordelace. Wonder how they're all doing. You know, the ones who didn't die.
Probably in Shade's death.
Yeah, they all decided to stay. None of them wanted to come. I mean, that made sense, you know. Took you guys on as an easy job. Smuggling people out of the Empire. Super simple. Fairmont did it as a favor for him. You know, friend of a friend. We're gonna go find your friend in Rayesti, who you told to come. We're gonna help Harmon out. Ha da 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 da. Fucking. I didn't even want to take you. I was just supposed to help Harmon get you. But then Harmon's boat exploded and you time traveled, and then I was left with I hate my life. I'm fine. It's just a lot today. Everything's fine. Don't worry about me.
Okay.
But why is it so hard, Lotus? I met Socks and Twink in an inn 2 months ago, and since then, people have died. My boat blew up. I got a new boat. It flies now. I'm turned into a full dragon for the first time in hundreds of years, twice now in the last week. 3 times now in the last week. I just did it again to grab that griffin for my sister. Because I was lazy and I was like, screw it. Instead of dragging it, I'll just go bit. What is happening to my life?
Wait, 3?
To get you guys out of the prison camp, I turned into a dragon and I burned half of it down.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
cool.
I'm surprised you didn't see. Maybe you'd already ran off towards the Westwood, or maybe you...
No, I was busy killing Ceres.
Right, you did that. God, you're like 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like 8,000, Lotus.
Oh,
I'm like, I'm older than a lot. Why do you keep just meeting women who turn out to be ancient? I'm ancient.
I don't think you're ancient. I mean, you've lived like thousands of times than I ever will, but like, that's cool.
I think
And you're really pretty too. So like,
like scholarly speaking, actually they call a dragon as old as me an ancient dragon. I think it's literally on the books. Am I gonna end up like my mother?
was she
Angry
bad?
And laying, I mean, for a dragon, no. She just laid on a big pile of gems for thousands of years, and then some knight came and stabbed her.
Oh,
You know. She ate him, but like, she died too.
oh. Well, I'll make sure a knight doesn't stab you,
Thanks.
and then you can just eat them. But then no stabbing.
Thanks. I'm gonna... How are you? How's your day? She just starts eating.
Well, I saw a dragon for the first time.
How'd you feel about it?
Big. And really scary. But like really awesome as well. You know, like before Doc lost his hand, we were like talking, and then we were getting a boar, and then like we gave a boar to Vala because she wanted one, and I just saw her only like change her head, become a dragon, and she just ate the boar. And I was like, I want to be a dragon, and then Doc said I can't be a dragon.
Anything's possible.
I'm gonna be a dragon when I grow up. I'm gonna be just like you. Dragon captain.
You're a Lotus. I'm sorry that my sister and I are scary. Even if we're cool. Didn't mean to ever scare you.
That's okay. I mean, you protected all of us.
I need to rob something. I'm a pirate. I haven't pirated in months. I've been too busy shipping cargo and dealing with your bullshit to properly perform piracy. I'll never get more gold at this rate. I mean, I probably will, but it's gonna be through, like, commerce.
Lotus like looks through her bag and pulls out like 2 gold pieces and just slides it across the table.
I could. Just takes it. I just. Am I going soft?
No.
I think I'm having a crisis, Lotus.
Well, I'm here to listen.
Alright, so anyway, we're gonna cut away.
So
as
this
she starts
happens.
talking, yeah. Twink, you finish repairing the house. And as you finish, you hear a voice around the corner just, "Hi, Twink."
Oh. Hello, Dormo.
Oh, madam over there told me you needed help.
Well, I'm pretty much done now, Dormo.
Okay, do you want to help me fix the workshop?
Yeah, let's go get that done.
Okay. Walks over, he grabs like a big slab of the wall and just Is it straight? It isn't.
No.
It is straight now.
Yeah, it is now.
Like slides the thing, and then he picks a rock up with one hand and like braces it. And he's like, Twink, can you get clay from me?
What?
I need clay for the foundation. Q1 normally gets it from me. I can't tell the rocks apart. But she's working on your boat.
Yep. Sure, buddy.
Thank you. He just starts like picking up the various like parts of the workshop that are all tumbled down.
Yeah, okay, I go off to go find clay.
It's really easy for you to find clay. Down closer towards the beach, there's a bunch.
Yep, I just start stacking it on the disc.
On Tin Seeker's floating disc.
Yes.
Yep. You stack up. It can hold 500 pounds, so
Yep.
you stack up a lot of clay. You just start floating it along. You take it all the way back to him. He's picked like everything up and basically jigsaw puzzled it sort of back to where it would be. Surprisingly effectively.
So you have the mental capacity to do this, but you can't tell clay from rock?
I don't see colors good.
But they have texture and feel.
The calluses.
What about the backs of your hands?
Calluses. There's like a bunch of burn marks and stuff.
Okay, well that's
It looks
fair.
like he probably has hit his hand with his own hammer a lot. I'm good with shapes. And he like gestures to the house.
Okay, well, here's the clay.
Takes it, and he like, and it immediately is just like a flat like thing under his fist. And he just starts like rolling it. And you are, I mean, you've had your thoughts about Dormo, because you are Twink. You are intelligent and slightly judgmental. And the way he works is not at all how you would do it. You're thinking to yourself the whole time, like, this is stupid. This is, like, not gonna work. There's no way he's, like, making perfect little bricks that are way, like, they're nice little flatness and everything, and he lays them out. And you have a moment where you realize why Dormo is still in the Artificer Guild. He's really good at what he does. And you sit with him, and for the next, like, half an hour, he just builds a foundation. Every now and then you give him pointers on, like, stress points. And you tell him to, like, put this way like that, or vice versa, and it'll be taller and stronger. And he talks. And, like, he's not smart, but he gets it. And then you have rebuilt a foundation within the hour. He's like, and now we don't touch it. It has to dry.
Yeah. We can speed that up, though.
Can we?
Yeah, we need to make a fire.
Okay. And he just, like, walks over to a tree and just, like, rips a branch off. And it's just like, eh.
Great job.
You gonna make a fire?
Yeah.
All right.
Really glad we got the Dormo appreciation hour. Like, we really deserve
We
this.
needed this. We needed this.
But yeah, so you Dormo make a fire. You properly like catter it all, and then you lay the ashes out on top of the clay to dry it faster, as is an actual method that people do in real life. But yeah, you lay the hot ashes on top of the clay, and Dormo's like really surprised. He's like, "That's so cool. Thank you, Twink.
You're welcome, Dormo.
I can fix this."
You did fix this.
You told me what to do.
But you fixed it.
I like you, Twink.
Thanks, buddy.
Some other artificers say that you're mean.
They're right.
I don't think you're mean, Twink. You're really nice.
That doesn't make them not right.
You always tell me the truth. A lot
That's
of
right.
them don't tell me the truth because they know I'm not smart like them. So, thank you for telling me the truth.
You're welcome, buddy. So you got the rest of this? I'm good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I better go find Huon, see what's left.
Okay. I Twink. He like sits and he's kind of just like warming his hands by the little what's left of the little fire.
All right, goodbye, buddy.
I would
off.
fucking die for Dormo. Like,
I'm
swear to
here
God.
about to cry over this giant hulking idiot.
So you head off to find Huon, who last you were aware was on the ship, working on it after electrocuting herself many, 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 many times, magically charging those ballista bolts. Mara, way back in the little newfound marshland, after calming down from her encounter with Lorelei, Vala's like, so prank.
Wait, what is it?
Pranks.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a short rest, by the way.
Oh.
Everybody got a short rest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did I get a short rest? All my chilling in the,
I
in the
did
ring.
not get a short rest. I was working the whole
You
time.
were working. Yeah, you were working.
I don't
so
think
you
I
did not.
got one. I lost my fingers and then walked back.
You just walked back.
All right,
Then you sat down.
I'll take it.
You got your short rest. Twink didn't, because Twink was actively working on a thing. Yeah. So, Mara, yeah, she's like, so pranks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you something amazing. Because this bark, and she like points down at the bark you guys have been burning between the two of you for like the last half an hour, and she's like, this bark is fucking amazing. Like, I'm gonna make this in big bundles and sell it, and I think I'm gonna make more money than I've ever made.
I never thought of selling this shit. Huh.
You seem like you really wanted money when you came into my shop, so I figured you would have thought about it.
Well,
Hear me out. Because you taught me the recipe, I will give you one free thing of bark when I start my store again.
Like a bundle or
Like and she like points down at like the like wood chip size thing that's burning. I'll give you one.
one? Wait. I could just do this myself. Like
Yeah,
oh, you
but
mean
then
like
you wouldn't
one
have
that you?
to. Good, right?
Why not a little more? It's just like a bundle. Come on.
You know I could eat you, right?
Yeah.
And you're still asking for more?
Yeah.
All right, no, that takes balls. Yeah, okay. Yeah, a bundle.
Cool.
Anyways, you want to make a paint bomb?
Who we shooting paint bombs at?
No, we're not. You don't shoot them. You, hang on. She, like, pulls out a little, like, booklet thing she has. She flips through it, and she's like, it's recipe. I'll just show you. She, like, get started, like, mixing a bunch of shit in, like, a little, like, bowl she has, and, like, shaking it up and everything. During this time, we'll head over to Doc. Doc, what are you doing?
He's in his bed. He listened, but he's just sitting like crisscross, just staring at the void of his hands. Where has Aldrich been? Did he just like evaporate?
He's just chilling with you.
But
No,
was
he's
he
been following you.
okay? And
He hasn't
Doc
said
is just-
anything.
Doc is just sitting there and just like,
He's just laying next to you in his little crevice.
I'm always like this, Aldrich.
Yes.
But
You're impulsive. You're excitable. You're naive.
how was I ever supposed to be like Dad? He wanted me to be the next captain. And here I am, missing 3 fingers because I got so excited over some stupid thing. And it's going to affect Hick. It would have been one thing if it's just like the craters in my back, to where it's just me. And I was never... Why? Dad could have given you to Hick, and you would have been better off.
You know, I have been with the quarry a long time. Your father, your father's father, your father's father, his mother, her father, on and on. 14 generations. You are the spitting image of every quarry before you. All of you. Fools! You nincompoops. Absolute just travesties of people. I have wondered time and time again how any of you survive long enough to have children in the first place.
But you respect Dad so much.
I respect your father because I spent a lifetime with him. His father died when he was a boy. I was given to him, as was tradition. I watched him make every mistake he possible. Every mistake you could possibly imagine, I watched that man make. He lost friends. He lost parts of himself, not always physical. No, he only had 9 toes.
No, we always wore those clunky-ass boots, even in the house.
He was missing his left pinky toe because a goblin bit it off. Because while he and his friends, his old adventuring friends, were drunk, they decided to try and lure goblins in out of a hole in the ground by dipping their toes in them. He didn't stop after it ate off his pinky toe.
You know, I always forget Dad wasn't from Iceholm.
He was not. He was from the Empire.
Yep.
His grandfather was from the Empire. Great-grandfather was from the Empire. Shockingly long list of empirical blood in your veins.
And now I'm a fugitive of it.
Yeah, you're also an exile from Iceholm. Only
Yeah.
your father left the Empire. He chose to go to the southern wastes, made his way across them, and he found Iceholm. Place no one finds. He almost died doing it, too. The ruddy fool that he was.
Is that
Your
when he
mother
ate you?
found him frozen out in the wastes, dragged him into the city, fell in love with him on the spot because she was an idiot too.
I hope she's doing okay.
As do I. You'll be fine. You have friends who can help you. Good friends who are oftentimes too rough. But good.
Yeah.
Twink is a very capable artificer who will help you, if not out of his own kindness and altruism, simply out of the ego boost that he will be giving you back the ability to use your hand. So, you will be well in that sense.
Do you think I'm the middle child of this whole group?
I think relating yourself as if you were some sort of child in the family is not appropriate. Friendship is deeper than that. It is family that you choose. Family that you find. You cannot relate yourself to a sibling because a friend and a sibling are two entirely different kinds of magic.
Yeah. I guess. I don't know. We've only been here, what, a week and a half? I knew
And your life
Lotus
has
for
changed.
3 days before I stood in front of a fire elemental for her.
You knew her for 3 days before she got to see your face. You knew her
Yeah.
through your sister.
They are good
Your-
people.
Your life has been more complicated in the last 2 weeks than your father's ever was. More complicated in the last 2 weeks than I've seen in the entire quarry lifetime.
Guess 3 fingers ain't half bad. Dragon, war.
You
Dumb
could have
way
lost
to
your
lose
life.
it. Could have. Plenty of times over. It might have been stupid, but I guess call it the karmic scales balancing for the fact that I'm still kicking in the first place.
And it is a good lesson to learn. Step away from wild animals when trying to feed them.
And ball up your fists if you think it can eat your entire hand.
Yes. Or lay your hand flat, like when you feed a horse. Maybe they just would have pecked. That would have been painful, but well, I guess it ate your entire. So I guess it really. Maybe just back away. Let's just go with back away.
Yeah. Yeah. You're a good You're a good existence, Aldrich.
I will accept the awkward compliment.
I don't know what you actually are.
I am yours.
I
Now.
don't do anything for you.
Rest.
Yeah. God, I hope I don't wake up as Hick tomorrow.
If you do, at least we'll know whether or not she has 2 fingers.
Guess so.
Yes. I shall watch you.
Doc kind of just lays back. He's not exactly tired to pass out, so, he digs in his bag, pulls out one of probably the equivalent of a young adult novel. And he just kind of reads before.
Twink light.
I'm basically giving the opportunity if anybody walks in to, he's taking a break, but he's not sleeping.
You're left to rest. Everybody's sort of working on things. Dolis, your lunch continues, and then you finish eating.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna wait for Lotus to come out of the captain's cabin, and then I'll regroup with her and part from Alina.
So Alina's just sitting with you while you wait, and she's just like, so, Aarakocra,
Yes.
now that I've known you for like 2 weeks, is it more appropriate to ask?
Ask whatever you'd please.
What is your familial structure like? What kind of culture do you use? Is there like an oligarchical system? Is it tribal? Is there a
It's tribal.
democracy? It's tribal. Okay, it's
sort of
tribal.
like a council of people who look after the tribe. Familial structure similar to how it is here on the material plane.
Are you born live or are you in eggs? Eggs.
Eggs.
Okay. Are they big eggs? Small eggs?
Larger than
Okay.
the eggs.
She starts writing. The elemental plane of air.
Yes.
Is it always windy? Do you have to? Are your wings built to glide? Like, do you have to spend a lot of time on the air? Is there not a lot of land to stand on? Do you have to hunt for food? Do you farm? Do you gather?
Well, our tribe is built on a larger sort of chunk of land, and so there's not too much in your day-to-day life that you would need to fly or glide along. If there are separate islands nearby that you can go to with different sort of structures on them, there's always these updrafts that you could glide upon. Yes. I mean,
Is there a
is
day
lot
and
of-
night there, or does it just like get brighter and get dimmer, or is it all just one constant
sort of
light?
gets brighter and dimmer.
Okay. What's your interpersonal life like? Like, do you stay around your siblings a lot? Do you like leave home? How do you meet a mate? Like, is it like set up for you? Is there like a dance? Do you do like a thing with your wings?
A dance?
Yeah, birds here on the material plane, they do like dances to get each other's attention, and that's how they find like a mate. Like, whoever does the best dance gets the girl.
Okay. I am not the best person to ask for interpersonal relationships among Aarakocra. However, from what I know, we do not do dances for attracting mates.
Doesn't dance. That. Yeah, well, there goes an entire piece of that one thesis I wrote. Okay.
We're a lot more like people than we are like birds, if that explains it. I mean, a lot less than I am like people. And he like points at his face, but
Right,
more-
you. So are there other Aarakocra like you? I get the idea that you're special, not normal.
There's Lotus, but other than that, no.
So your dad, was he like was he a person? Was he is this getting too personal? You kind of flinched there. You kind of pulled back. I'm sorry.
I don't know. My father as I knew him was an Aarakocra,
But he might not have been your father.
yes.
It's not too out of the norm. That shows that you're even more like people than I thought. The woman who was my mother wasn't actually my mom. I was the daughter of a housemaid that my dad had an affair with.
Oh.
That was really personal. I just kind of dropped that on you. I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
Yeah. No, I'm not noble like my dad. Or like my cousins and stuff. So
Who was your father? Was he a noble?
Yes, Lord Dahl. Lord Dahl of the Plains. We lived in a nice little town. Had a big manor that overlooked a huge orchard that led out into thousands of acres of farmland that he lorded over, and I was supposed to inherit it all and sort of be in charge of all of it. But then he had my brother, and I mean, not my brother, I guess, half brother. But I was already an adult by that point. But then so they kind of forgot about me, which is fine. And so I went off to school. But then while I was off at school, some unreliables didn't like the new law, so they got rid of my family, and I was left to inherit the land after their uprising was quelled. And so I gave all of the land to the workers, and then I sold the manor, and then I traveled across the ocean to a black market so that I could buy a spell I've always wanted to learn. And then I didn't know what to do, so I took a horse across Shade Step, and I hung out at the Artificer Guild.
Oh,
Until...
I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
I mean,
it's a lot. But I mean, you have a lot. We all have a lot. I think that kind of is the point why we're here. I don't think any normal person would be here.
I suppose not.
Funny enough, I think Twink might be one of the most normal people here.
Yes, he's just the creator and leader of a country that he made up and now owns.
It's really interesting because ownership is sort of based off of the recognition of someone owning it. So, like, realistically, the only reason he does own this place is because no one's really contested him in owning it. I guess that's how anyone owns anything. So, I mean, I guess if somebody who is stronger than Twink showed up and contested it, now that I think about it, there's a dragon here now, so I don't think anyone's gonna come and contest it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think Twink just owns this place now. I think that cemented it pretty firmly.
Oh yes, no, he is. Even after all that, still one of the most normal people here.
Twink of Twinktania.
It's
How often do you molt? What?
I was just sort of a mouthful calling him the Twink of Twinktania and also Twink of Twinktania because
Twink the Twink of Twinktania.
Twinktania.
Yeah, it kind of rolls off the tongue in a fun way. Twink the Twink of Twinktania. Twink the Twink of Twinktania. It's almost got a rhythm to it. Twink the Twink of Twinktania.
Bards can write stories about him.
There you go. It's perfect. Perfect. How often do you molt?
Oh, we're back on the Arakakra question.
Yeah, I'm really curious. I'm sorry.
How often do I molt?
Twice a year.
Once or twice a year.
So this continues on for
Yeah.
a long while inside Lotus is having her chit chat with Lorelei.
Mm-hmm.
Lorelei is across the table from you and just like, and none of them want to like talk to me, and I get that. Like, we're dragons and we shouldn't be around each other because we get angry and like hormonal and we try and fight each other, or we get in big arguments, or like God forbid, worse. One time, me and my and one of my older sisters, we no, I mean, we kind of burned down a town, ate everybody in it. That was a Tuesday. My life is crazy. Your life is crazy. You're from another fucking plane, kid.
Yeah, but you're a dragon.
You're a bird!
I guess, yeah.
You're a bird person. You fly. You have wings.
Yeah, but that was normal.
You and your brother are attached to a goddamn genie.
Well, technically, I'm not really. It's more like my brother is, but I just kind of, like, you know.
Yeah, that's why you and your brother have matching paint jobs. She, like, points at the
Hey.
patch on your wings.
Yeah, fair.
I'm just saying, you've got a lot going on, too. Me, I've been in hiding for several centuries.
How did you go into hiding in the first place?
Dragons were hunted almost to extinction.
Oh.
It wasn't safe to be a dragon.
Do you think there's gonna be people who come to Twintania and, like, come and hunt you in Vala?
I'll be honest. I don't know. I don't know what the world's gonna be like anymore. Emperor's dead. Shadestep is apparently dealing with some sort of rebellion building up. Yuba is now friends with Twinktania. The Westwood is falling apart.
Oh yeah, the Westwood is becoming the elemental plane of air. Or like,
Seems-
you know,
Seems like the only stable place left in the world is Dragonlost, which is very ironic considering it is the least stable place in the world, magically.
yeah. I want to go to Dragonlost after you blow.
Yeah, your dad guy is there.
Mm-hmm.
Raiden.
Mm-hmm.
He's friends with Fairmont and Harmon, right? I think they mentioned him once when I was younger or something. Or I met him once when I was younger. I don't know.
In Raiden's notebook, it said that he met Fairmont and also this lady named Nobelia. And
Nothing.
yeah.
There was a solid chunk of time there after I met Harmon, when I sort of was off doing my own thing. I didn't join him on his ship until afterwards. After he went crazy, lost his eye. He always tells you a different story when you ask, so I gathered that there was some crazy shit that happened with him in Fairmont, and you're not dead. And
Oh yeah, they like tried to fight the embodiment of everything.
yeah, you know, you guys kind of caught me up on that. That's
Yeah,
weird to think about.
yeah.
It's like we're all little bugs inside Vecnost.
And he has like this group of people who are trying to come back and make him come back. And
It's not my first cult. My mom had a cult. It was
Your
fun.
mom had a
People
cult?
used to sacrifice people to her. Virgins. I don't know
it's a
why.
virgin.
Someone who hasn't had sex. You. I mean, don't look at me like that. You haven't had sex. You're a virgin. That's how that works.
Yeah, but I didn't. So like, then what's the word for when when a person after they've had sex.
There isn't a word for it. It's this weird double standard. People call it losing your virginity, which is weird, as if it's something that you like hold on to. I don't know. It's stupid. Which is also why it was stupid that they always got sacrificed to my mom.
Yeah.
They taste the same.
Hmm.
They
How
taste
do-
the same.
How do people taste?
Kind of gamey. A little chewy.
Hmm.
Not a lot of meat.
Do you like genasi taste different compared to like humans compared
Yeah.
to like? Oh.
Tieflings taste the best.
Oh.
Gotta watch out for the horns, though.
Hmm.
Got one stuck in my teeth. Weeks.
That doesn't sound pleasant.
Nope. No, don't eat people. Life is crazy.
Yeah. And weird. And unpredictable. And people have sex.
That is true. Yeah. That is true. I can attest. Lotus,
Nothing.
can you
Nothing.
can you take these plates and she like the last bit of meat off a bone. She's like, can you take all of these to walk to get cleaned? I'm gonna sit in my shower and just not for a little while.
Okay. Do you want me to make sure that people don't come in here? Or into the shower, I guess.
You know, now that everyone knows I'm a dragon, I don't think you have to warn anybody. Actually, I don't think. I think they just won't come in.
Okay.
And if I'm wrong, well, I'm a dragon, so that'll
Yeah.
Thank you. She just gets up.
Feel better.
She mindlessly walks to her shower, opens it, and you don't see her take off any of her clothes. She opens it and closes it behind her.
Kind of. I leave with the plates of food, or the plates that once had food.
Yes, Dolis, you after 10 more minutes of Alina asking you many weirdly intrusive questions about your race.
Yeah.
In the middle of her being like, so how long are beaks normally? Does that tie into something? Is there a general shape?
Sorry, he grabs her plate and puts it on top of his empty plate.
Okay.
I need to talk to Lotus about something.
Oh.
We can continue this in a bit.
Okay. Think about my question.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, gets off and walks away.
Writing a bunch of shit.
Lotus!
Hi.
And I'll walk over to her, and then I'll put my 2 plates on top of her pile of plates, and then I'll grab the whole stack.
Well, wait. I can help.
It's alright. I brought them up. I'll bring them back down.
Oh, okay. Follow you.
How's Lorelei?
She's fucked.
That's alright. How are you?
Alive?
You were very distressed earlier when I saw you.
Well, yeah. Doc got his hand bitten.
What happened?
So this
He-
happens.
Got his hand bitten.
Well, yeah. Okay. Does Lotus tell him what actually happened, or the story Lorelei told
She
Twink?
would very awkwardly try and tell the story that Lorelei told Twink, but then eventually she would just be like, fuck this. It just tells him the actual story really quietly, and then end off with,
Don't tell Twink though.
So, what you're saying is
Please don't be angry.
You.
I know I messed up.
He's like, he sets the plates down, like, by the, where the dishes get cleaned in the galley. I just, you know how dangerous griffins are.
Yeah. But he seemed so excited. And so, I wasn't thinking.
It's fine. I'm just glad that at least you're not hurt. It kind of ruffles her hair a bit.
Somebody get hurt? Like walk,
Ah.
like stands up from
Hello,
like the
Walk.
place where he was working. What's
Dockery lost a hand.
he what?
And then he got it back. Sorta.
With less fingers.
How did he lose a hand? Did Lorelei or her sister bite it off?
No, it was a griffin.
There's a griffin!
Not anymore.
Are you the one who took my plates?
Yes.
Can't get my head
Lorelei
straight
was
around
mad
here.
at me and I made her a feast as an
Can't get my
apology.
fucking head straight around here. Like goes over, just starts tossing shit in the cauldron.
Are you alright, Walk?
I didn't know
How have you
Lorelei
been?
was a dragon.
Oh.
I gave
She never
Eggle
told
the
you.
right ringing for not telling me.
Is he alright?
I mean, probably gonna have a black eye, but he'll be fine.
So yes,
I'd give her a rat ringing for not telling me, but she's a dragon, so.
And probably not the best idea. Just because I don't know that anyone has caught you up on everything that's happened. The islands above us are from the elemental plane of air. Another plane has sort of collided.
Right,
and there was a
right,
griffin,
yeah.
and now it's dead.
Okay.
It's all really that you need.
Did
to
we
know
save the griffin? Griffin's good eats.
about. I don't know what happened to the griffin.
Lorelei gave it to Vala as a peace offering.
God damn it. She's a goddamn dragon. She's gonna eat a whole thing whole without cooking it. It's an absolute waste.
Where's Mara?
He was with Vala. Last I saw,
He was
they were
with
hanging
Vala?
out.
They were
Yeah.
just hanging out.
They were just
Yeah.
like, no, and Mara. No, that makes sense. I can't keep beat on that kid.
He's fun.
He's also older than me, but I called him. I
He's
can't
older
keep a
than you,
beat
but
on
he's
that old
smaller
man.
than you. He's graying. His hair's turning white.
Is it?
I mean,
Well, so because you know what? It was. Never mind.
I'm gonna make another batch of bug bread. So you'll come round when it's done. Take some. No. You had a lot going on.
All
Oh.
Let me do
Thank
this.
Dolis, the
Yes.
food you made was really, really good.
Did you eat it?
I had some.
Did you ask?
Yes. I walked in and I put everything down and I sat so, like, out of reach so I wouldn't be able to touch it. Meaning I couldn't eat it until Lorelei came in.
So
You'd eat it if your tongue shot out like a frog. All right, your tongue don't do that. Good to know.
I'm glad you liked it, Lotus. Did Lorelei seem to like it?
Mhm.
That's
I
good.
think she ate more than I did.
I would hope that she did.
Speaking of frog, where's that little fucker?
Oh. Well, he was in the
Oh,
This-
Gillian.
yeah, the sleeping quarters last I checked. Where's Plume? I'm gonna go look for them.
No, let's go. I'll
Yeah.
come and go with Lotus to the sleeping quarters.
Mara, back on the other side of the island. You have been taught the recipe for paint bombs.
They are these tiny little. It's essentially, you know, if you mix starch enough with water, you can essentially make like a bubble and fill it with stuff. It's like that, but it's full of a bunch of chemicals and like ingredients. And so Vala sits there after she finishes it, just like, when this breaks, all the ingredients inside get jostled, right? It'll turn a color. This one will turn blue. Whatever it hits, blue for days.
Days?
Days. People,
Ooh.
plants, buildings. People's my favorite. Blue. Days.
Kinda wanna hit
I
a
do
blow
know a
with it.
solvent that can make it faster. I don't ever make that though, because blue for days.
You know, I think the solvent would be boring, to be honest.
Right. I'll write down the recipe anyways, just in case you need it.
I had an idea, by the way.
What's your idea?
I'd like to make a deal with you.
What's your deal?
So, this bark,
Mm-hmm.
if I go around the world grabbing more bark from around the world, 10% of what you made, and I bring back bark for you.
You'll bring back bark for me?
Mhm.
Like bark to use?
Yeah. Fresh bark from any place in the world.
Her hand opens into those black claws again, and she just stabs them really nonchalantly into the ground, and plants start like growing. And she's like, I'm really
you can make
not.
your own.
Yeah, I'm not really pressed for ingredients. If you can find me plants that I can't just grow, because that's just bark that then I mix with other stuff. So if you can find like fruits or interesting flowers or stuff, I'll totally pay you for them. Or I mean, other more, not floral based ingredients. Like she like looks at the griffin, she just like reaches over and just like an eyeball out, stuff like this. This is good. I can't just make this.
Oh, they're kind of like the werewolf.
Yeah.
teeth and stuff.
No. If you can do that, I'll. Oh no! If I start paying you, Twink's gonna make me pay him back.
I'll keep it under the table. You don't gotta tell him anything.
I'm not giving him any gold.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, sure. No, especially if it's something that I've never seen before. That would be interesting.
Cool.
You know what I really want, and I'm sad you weren't able to get it.
Hmm.
I really want to rip apart one of those Starlost.
You know?
You get Twink to get me a Starlost, I might pay him back.
You know, I could probably do that.
Oh. Wasn't one of you who is a Starlost a werewolf?
Yes, actually.
You get me him, I'll pay you back.
All right.
You get me
I'll see
him
what I can-
alive so I can cut him apart the way I want. I'll pay you back.
Ooh. What if he's dead?
I mean, I'll pay you back, but I'll kind of be bummed about it.
I got you. But on the bark idea, do you think this would be any different with like different types of bark?
Probably.
Because I haven't tried that yet. Never thought to. I just got like a bunch from like the Westwood, and I'm like,
I don't know, man. I'm pretty roasted right now as we are.
yeah, no, same. You ever talk to a god?
Have I ever what?
You ever talk to a god?
You've had too much of this shit.
No, hold on. Let's.
Are you gonna ritual cast
Yeah.
divination? You drop like the little circle and you start just going over everything. She's like, she's sitting there like staring at you, kind of spaced out, like staring into the middle. This is like, I don't know what you're.
I'm gonna talk to a god.
Whatever you say, buddy.
But what should I say?
I don't know. I'm not here to talk to your hallucinations.
It's not hallucinations. These are real, like, well, I don't know if they're living, but like things.
Okay, call up Tiamat.
Tiamat.
Give her a prank call. Apparently, she's like an ancestor of mine, so it's perfect.
Really?
I mean, all dragons, sort of ancestor.
I have a good one. I'll act like Twink and be like, "Are you Vala?"
Oh, that's fun. He asked me that like 5 times. I was kind of starting to get pissed off. Yeah, no, totally. That sounds great.
All right.
Definitely not gonna try and fucking kill us.
I'm an original cast.
10 minutes pass. During that time, she starts making more paint bombs. And she throws another stick of Godbark on the little fire.
Can I ask a question? Because he just said he acts like Twink. I need to know how good this impression is.
Yeah, no, I really want to hear this.
Either
Please.
hear it.
No.
Hear
I
it
want
and
you
roll
to
for
do
it.
I would like you. So your divination.
I also want you to do it.
Your divination. 10 minutes pass. Vala is most of the way through like her 3rd paint bomb. And you feel the connection secure to something all of a sudden.
Oh no.
Yes.
So he'll think like Amara will just like sit there thinking in his head like, what is my impression of Twink? What do I think of him as like a person, as a character? Do I make him sound stupid? Maybe they won't think it's me. You know what? Are you Vala? And he'll just do like a really nerdy voice.
Are you Vala? Was that Twink or Gilbert Gottfried? Because either way, it was bad.
Are you Vala? Yeah, so you say that, and your eyes boom open per usual, and there is a fluctuation of the 5 chromatic colors in your eyes, and this voice just, what? Who are you? Leave my presence, foul mortal. You disconnect.
Oh god.
She hung up on you.
Yeah, and then Vala's just, holy shit, that was Tiamat.
Well, I know nothing about them. They seem mad though.
Oh, like the worst of the worst for like gods to piss off.
I should probably watch myself. I'm not gonna lie.
You might want to think a bit more wisely before you just call deities.
Yeah.
You don't do that a lot, right?
Recently I have.
Like you don't. Okay, but you call something you like. No, like you call like the genie, right? Because the bird kids have a genie, right? Like you call her, or like you have a god that you call. But like you don't just call like that. Like you don't just call random gods, right?
So the first time I did it, I called a Leviathan.
What the fuck is a Leviathan?
This big giant like. I'll.
You described everything, and at some point she's just like, "Okay, that sounds. I'm a dragon, and that sounds unsettling."
It's terrifying.
Okay.
But I am what I am because of them, and they helped out. It solved itself, and eventually, with the werewolf stuff that it told me about, but I did talk to the genie as well. And I talked to a random. This is twice now that I've talked to a random one. Now that I think about it.
Okay. Let me give you a little bit of sage advice here, buddy. Since I'm going to be teaching you, and I shall be your master. Don't fucking do that. That's like a bad idea. That is apt to be one of the worst ideas, actually, because, you know, it's God. It could just end you. And most of them are too busy to do that or don't care. But like, one day you're going to call one that's not busy and does care. And then I won't be your master anymore because you will be past tense. So make good choices. But also that was really fucking funny. Let's do it again. Maybe not Tiamat.
Yeah. Oh, wait, you told me not?
I told you not to just call them up randomly willy-nilly. This isn't willy-nilly. This is because it's fucking funny.
I'm gonna call the genie again?
Who's the random one you called the first time? Were they cool?
I mean, I tried to get some information from them, and they just kind of shook me off. I don't actually know who I talked to.
Call them and tell them that they're rude.
We're not telling
Call them and tell them that you are with the Imperial Tax Bureau and that you are collecting on a few centuries past due of tax for Stonekeeper. It's a good one.
Tell them you're
Right.
calling about their extended car.
Car's extended warranty.
Yeah.
Hey, tell them that you're a Dragon Lost prince, and for your $40, you can help get your...
Hey, is your cold box running?
What if you know what? I kind of want to blame it on Shade Step instead. Tell him that.
There you go. That's the motherfucker that I can eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Fuck
No,
that
tell
guy.
him. Yeah, fuck that guy. Yeah, blame him.
I'll do it.
I'll do it. You start casting again. She goes back to making paint bombs. After the 10 minutes, are you calling that other? Are you trying to find that random one you connected to before?
Yep.
Or are you just casting a rod again? All right, you focus on
that specific one.
You focus on the feelings you felt when you connected to that one, and you're like, and then you connect. Straighten up a little. You straighten up a little as you connect.
This is Sodden coming to collect on some tax information that you owe me from years ago.
There's a few moments of silence in your eyes. Boom, and it's that nice like golden brown color again. And it's just like, that's really funny, kid. I like you. I knew I liked you. I'm glad we met. And then your eyes just what the fuck? And she's like, okay, that was kind of weird.
It seems fun.
It was less funny than Tiamat. Maybe call Tiamat again and tell her your son. She was pissed off. That's funny.
I don't think I want to mess with Tiamat.
What? She's stuck on the other side of the fucking veil. What's she gonna do? Send a cult after you?
Can she do that?
Send a cult after you? Probably.
Can she? What can a god do? Can I like just be like struck by like lightning, like summon
it would take like a lot of effort. You'd have to like really offend them. They could, but it would take a lot. The chances of it are like 3 out of 100 or something. Like if you rolled a dice with 100 sides, you'd have to land on like 1, 2, or 3.
I feel like this is insider information.
Yeah, I'm over here like making hand motions of rolling dice. I'm like, what he's telling you is if you do it, he will roll a D100.
I said that. I didn't say shit. Vala was just
I just appreciate
guesstimating.
Vala translating it into terms that we can understand.
Do it anyway.
Also, don't, like I said, she's not an issue. I mean, none of them are really. I mean, they all can like influence. They're gods, obviously, but like, it's no worse than pissing off that genie or pissing off that archfey or pissing off that leviathan. You meet a lot of shit that could just smite you.
Yeah. God. I feel insignificant when I think
Call
about
my
it.
grandma. Call my grandma. Tell her that she's stupid. Go
Who's
on.
your grandma?
I mean, it's Tiamat, idiot. Call Tiamat.
Oh, okay.
Not actually my grandma. It's like 'cause she's an ancestor.
Okay. Fine.
I thought you were fun. God.
I start casting again.
Yeah.
You hear 2d10 hit the table.
10 minutes pass. You feel the connection.
I really want to speak to Vala. Oh God.
Please tell me this is an I love this game moment.
It's not. I'm sorry.
Damn it!
Yeah. There's just. I shall find mortal soul and flay you asunder for your transgressions. Who are you?
Sodden.
And then just your eyes go back to normal. I think this is the most fun I've had in like 200 years.
You think Sodden will die?
I mean, eventually.
Yeah.
I don't know if Tiamat will kill him, but funny to think that she might.
That's fun. I don't regret that.
It's good. I'm glad. And look, you're alive.
Yeah.
I guess the dice didn't roll 1 to 3. Look at that.
I'm gonna look at up and down. See if I'm actually okay. I'm growing something.
3 of your fingers fall off.
Doc gets your
Too
fingers.
Twink,
Too soon.
what are you up to?
I was going to check on Huon on the boat to see
So
how
you-
much was left.
You get to the ship at roughly the same time that the birds are going into the sleeping quarters.
Hi, Twink.
You see them as you come down the stairs.
Cool. Gonna go in the sleeping quarters.
You guys head into the sleeping quarters. Twink, you turn to where you expect, like, you want to be working. The thing is open with the dodecaedron just, like, spinning, but Huon, like Huon's toolbox and all her stuff is there, but she's not.
Oh God, did it disintegrate her?
What? Thunk. Ow! Shit! God. Her little head just out of, like, the thing. Hello?
That's very dangerous.
I know! I had to figure out how it works inside. She like goes back down. Yeah, it's amazing in here, actually. There's all these sorts of various like routers built in, and there's all these little crystals that like attune to this. It seems it's connected to those buttons on there. We could probably reroute all of it, and then we could integrate it all so that you can control it all from maybe like a lever or a joystick. You getting all this?
All I heard was that I could reroute it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, bye. Also, touching this hurts.
Yeah, that's why that's dangerous.
It's okay. Luckily, I've discovered. Watch this. She comes back up. She's got like you can tell she has a small leather glove that is her size, and then a human leather glove over it. She's like, watch this. See, I'm fine. And she like takes both gloves off. She's like, see, and there's like a little burn mark. And she's like, oh no, wrong hand. Hang on. No, those are old burn marks. That was testing. That was a testing phase. She takes off her other glove. She's like, see. Well, I guess I should hang on. and then takes the gloves off, and there's no burn mark. She's like, see.
You amaze me.
Oh, thanks. It just goes back down, and you just start hearing like the tinkering of tools. Oh, did you need something? What do you mean?
Well, I need this thing to fly.
Well, I mean, it can totally do that. It's just, you might fall apart while it's flying.
That's what I need to know.
Oh, okay. Well, so repairs, we kind of are prioritizing the town because that's where we sleep. After that, I started working on all of the mechanisms. They all seem okay. There are a couple upgrade ideas I'm thinking of that might take a little bit. Actual repairs to like the superstructure. Ooh. 2 days? Then exterior repairs can be done at the same time, except for on the aft side. So another day, and then a couple of the upgrades would be a day after that. And then, I mean, if you want to do testing, that would probably be another day. But so yeah, 4 or 5. If we really buckle down, we could probably cut that down to I mean, if I skip sleep, maybe 3.
No, we're not gonna do that.
I'm better boss than Sodden was.
Hey, how far do those crystals go?
What do you mean? Like, how far do all the little crystal rods go?
Yeah.
Well, there's some lines here that run up to those mounts that you see up top where the masts used to be. That's probably what's controlling whatever's happening in your balloon. And then there's a couple of other rods that run to your wheels, and that's probably controlling whatever's happening in your wheels. So it's a really basic system. You probably can't maneuver too well in this thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still an airship, but like your turning is probably not the best. So that's the upgrades I was thinking. I'm thinking we slap some fins on this bitch, and then turn like a dream.
I pull my notebook out and I start flipping through it. So years ago, I had an idea.
Yeah.
But I was never able to actually make it work because I didn't know how to power it.
Mm-hmm.
And I show Hugh on, and it's the railgun.
That looks sick.
Could we put this at the bottom?
We put that on the bottom?
Smaller version.
Magnets, right? She like reaches over and takes your notebook. It like vanishes back down into the thing.
Crystal rods could act as a conductor.
So you're trying to create a frictionless barrel similar to a gun?
Yes.
That's a lot of power. Granted, I guess this is probably pretty good. So,
and if we do it on a smaller scale, it should.
How big we talking? You would like the size of a normal gun, the size of a cannon, the length of the ship?
Probably longer than a cannon, but the barrel size would be the same.
How about? I'd have to do math. But I mean, yeah, we could do it. I don't know if we have the tech on here to do it. You know, if I could route the power from this. Give me a second. Actually, you hear a bunch of boom, ding, dum, 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 and then you hear like scuttling underneath your feet, like inside the structure of the ship, and then you hear. Hi. So she like clambers out a bit, and she's like, because of the way that these run, there are already some lines running, right? They're running parallel, kind of like you need them. We build it between that, we could potentially get it to work, but we'd have to do various things, otherwise we risk losing altitude control whenever the thing is firing. You probably wouldn't fall, because the magic's still there, but you wouldn't be able to go up or down. You'd have to position before you shot, and then you'd be stuck there until whenever this thing got back to working.
I think that's fine, actually.
Okay.
For now,
There's also still-
we'll have to work around it.
We also have to still build this whole cannon.
Yeah, mostly I'm just going to use it as a deterrent.
That's fair. It's a big fucking gun.
Yeah, no, all I got to do is show what it can do once, and then I think I'm good.
Oh, you'll also need like a super magnetic metal to put right in the middle of this. Probably like tungsten or like refined iron rods. Something
I know,
ferrous. Okay.
It doesn't have to be done before we leave. It's just
Eventually.
while you're in there, think about it.
Okay. I mean, I could start working on prototypes while you're gone, but it's definitely not going in before you leave.
Okay, cool. Good talk.
Was that all?
Well, it wasn't even really why I came until you told me all that, but yeah.
Oh,
I
what's
guess-
up? What's up? She pops out again. What's up? What's up?
What's the deal with Dormo?
What do you mean?
Like, why?
Why what?
Why are you two so close?
Why are we close? I mean, when I joined the guild, no one really took me seriously. I'm me, so, you know. I kind of just ran around bringing everybody whatever they need, you know? Kind of like when I was helping you. Except, you know, like, you kind of, like, trusted me to do various, like, tinkering and stuff. They didn't do that for me. I was like an intern, basically. And I want to do all these really interesting, like, experimental things. And they were like, no, that's dangerous. That could put the entire building at risk. Huon, you might open a tear in the fabric of reality. This is why we don't put any haversacks in bags of holding. And I'm like, hey, the untapped power potential of an ultimate vacuum created in a planar breakdown probably be pretty cool. And they're like, but yeah, so no one liked me. And then we hired Dormo. Well, I mean, we didn't hire Dormo. He got the job. He was originally just supposed to help us with like some big projects we were doing up in the mountains, the volcanoes. We were setting up some various things to extract like stuff off the hillsides. But he was just so good at what he did that Madame Auvert just brought him on. And then he and I just kind of bonded over the fact that nobody liked us. That's honestly probably why we got picked to help you out, is because probably nobody else wanted to do it. But it's okay, because now I'm working on this, and they're all over there fixing a town. Losers.
Anyways, okay. That checks. While I'm gone, you and Dormo start, I guess, renovating all the structures to have a better foundation.
Yeah. Oh, is your house still there?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Madame Auvert was gonna drop, like, blueprints and stuff for you to look at, so you could, like, get an idea of what you wanted.
I'm sure. Yep, I'll go talk to her about that. But your job with Dormo to get all the other structures as solid as that one so they don't fall down next time.
I mean, next time, is there gonna be another dragon fight? Do we get to do that again?
If there is, we don't want them to fall down.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Twink. I don't think with the current materials we have accessible to us, I can build a house that could withstand a dragon battle.
Well,
But you can only ask so much of me. All right. Oh, also, watch this. Fun thing I found. She goes under. You see both hands go up on either side of the dodecahedron, and she just boom. You watch her pull it down a few inches, and then she just lets go, and it just back in a spot. She goes, see, it's like stuck there. Or I guess better yet, I mean, this is my working theory, is that everything else is stuck around it.
that doesn't sound right.
What do you
'Cause
mean?
when you pull it down, then everything else would also sink.
No. Look out the porthole.
I looked out.
Ding. And everything kind of jostles a little, and then she zoom.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be right.
So
Interesting.
don't break it.
No shit. Why do you think I got the lock on it?
Oh yeah. You're gonna need a new one of those. It's like broken.
Well, it's magic. It can't break.
Oh, can it not break?
I mean, kind of defeats the point of a magic lock.
You know, that's a valid point.
So she broke. She broke not the lock, but the hinge that the lock was put on.
Yeah, the doors. That's the only way she could have gotten it open. Yeah, the hinge is
Take
busted.
the key out and I open the lock and I say, put this back on whatever you put on that door.
Okay.
And don't spend too long looking at shit that doesn't matter.
What do you mean shit that doesn't matter?
It all matters. Okay, go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear from Twinktania. Woo! She like goes back under.
We're fucked.
I love them.
Birds
Yeah.
walk into the sleeping quarters. Doc is there, reading a book.
Are you
What's
doing
up?
okay?
Hey, how does he turn the pages?
I hold the
With his
book
good
on my
hands?
legs.
With his good hands.
I was like, I have a whole hand and legs. Turn the
He turns
page.
the pages with his toes.
You can also turn the page with the pinky.
I'm good.
Anyways,
I just
Doc's
wanted to
reading.
hear you say it.
Anyways,
Are you feeling all right?
I mean, honestly, more than anything, Illis patched me up, but whatever she did to reattach it hurts like a motherfucker.
You know, if you look on the bright side of things, it's you can think of it as you didn't lose 3 fingers, but you got 2 of them back. And that's the important part.
Doc kind of holds up his hand and just like, is there just like massive scarring where it was reattached already?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's clearly gonna be fucked up.
Yeah, Dolis. That's this fucking bright side. What's up?
Okay, anyways, have you seen Gillian? Is Gillian still here?
I'm gonna look into Mara's bed.
There is no frog and there is no plume.
Is there a jar?
No.
Okay. I would like to inspect under the beds.
Nothing. You'll all take a few minutes to look around.
Plume! Are you here?
No response.
Alright, well.
I guess we start exploring for them.
I mean, I don't know that. Well, do you think Plume took Gillian somewhere? Maybe the jar fell over and shattered in the shaking of the boat.
Well, if it shattered, there would be remnants.
It's true. You think Bloom is strong enough to lift the whole jar with Gillian in it?
Plume has magic.
Do you think his magic is strong enough to lift the whole jar with Gillian in it?
Okay, hang on. I got an idea. Aldrich, buddy, are you okay? You feeling alright?
Yes, go find the small thing.
About that,
Yes.
I'm warning you this time.
Yeah. What are you warning me
Get
about?
ready to feel things switch around, and Doc is
that
going
mean?
to change him into a cat.
What do you? There are still like many like bird-esque features. The eyes are still very owl-esque. There are a few little feathers tucked into the neck fur.
Okay.
His feet still look like bird feet in the set, like shape-wise, but they're fluffed like a cat. And he's just like, huh! I haven't been a cat in some time.
So, Aldrich, you've never looked more dapper.
No, why? Thank you, Dolis.
What color
Can I
cat
give
is he?
you scratches?
He's a brown cat. He's the same color of like owl
Okay.
that he is.
Yeah.
Yes, you may. Okay, all right.
I think we're missing the point of
it's
this.
an involuntary
Point is-
response.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to count on your sniffer. Sniffer.
Yes, yes. He hops down and he goes over to Mara's bed and he just like pulls himself up and just.
The good shit.
And others climbs in, like properly climbs in. He walks around for a bit and then he jumps out and he's like, I think if anything has slept in that bed, I will be able to find it for miles. He still like walks off.
Let's go.
Doc is like throwing his book in his bag and coming after.
You all follow the cat up top. Twink, as you're about to go, they all rush out of the sleeping quarters with the cat leading them.
Hello, Twink. We're looking for Gillian. He's missing.
And Plume.
Yes, Plume is Gillian's keeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't find them.
No, it'll be all right. He's just a frog.
Okay. Can he
Yes.
still do magic?
Can
Oh,
we do the big
Okay.
laser?
I guess we'll keep looking for Gillian.
Huon suddenly appears in that thing next to you, all just, hi!
Ah!
Oh, hello.
Hey.
What was your name again?
Huon, there's a
Huon.
frog?
Yeah.
I like frogs.
Okay. Have
Frogs
you
are
seen
fun
one?
to talk to. No.
All right. Just keep walking.
Okay.
She's not gonna blow that up, right?
where are you guys going?
Find the
We're
frog.
following after Aldrich. Point at the cat.
Hello, sir. He pats his
How are
little-
you gonna find the frog?
I'm going to follow the scent of Mara.
Because Plume is probably with him.
But what if that just takes us to Mara?
Well,
Well-
Mara's not on the ship, so if we leave the ship, then we're probably,
But what if they left the ship?
well, then it's unfortunate, I suppose.
There's a
Do we
frog
know
down-
where Mara is?
I do.
Well, then, if I begin to head towards Mara, it means we are going the wrong direction.
Okay.
Easy peasy.
So, Twink, would you like to come along and supervise?
Promise we'll keep all our fingers. That's too soon. I'm still sad about that.
Now I make
Yes.
jokes about it.
It's how I cope.
Good recovery, sir. Yes.
Anyways, yes, I will be joining you.
Shall we then?
Yay.
He heads back up the stairs. You all follow the cat. He
The
does
party's regrouping.
He does pat around on the top deck for a minute, and then he does go down the gangplank. And you all have a moment of like, ah, shit, he's just finding Mara. And then, Lotus, you know where Mara is. He does not go the direction of Mara.
No.
He heads further south, following the beach. And you all like tag along. Following the beach the whole way, he's padding through the sand. You guys walk past all the refugees, a lot of them gone now. Probably less than 1,000 left. A few of them wave to you to go by. And after like 20 minutes of walking, you get down sort of to the point where the island starts to curve. And you hear a meow. And he stops. That he's just like, I mean, it's here. They are here.
Just like Doc lets him like back into his owl form.
I'm gonna be about. Oh, thank you. The noises that I make. Sorry, son.
This is cute.
Well,
Natural. Here. And he like hops up on a little rock, and you guys step onto like some stones and stuff. And there, on like a rock overlooking the ocean, is the little jar with the frog in it and Plume sitting on top of it.
Plume.
Oh, hey! Hi!
I'm gonna walk over. Hi.
How's all the
Okay.
dragon stuff?
Over.
Oh, it's all over now.
Okay, I figured because they weren't trying to kill each other anymore, but also no one came to find me, so I thought maybe everybody died.
No.
That's
How
good.
did you get here? Did you?
Oh, I can cast levitate. He just boom, and
I told you it was magic.
like a rock just floats up, and then it just drops and like. Yeah, no, that was easy. I could lift like a whole person.
is Gillian awake?
About that. I think he might just be a frog.
Huh?
I don't know. He woke up this morning and he's just a frog. He just talks about frog stuff.
All right,
Can I pick up the jar?
You do pick it up, and the frog is like struggling, making sure it's standing up, and like it jostles a little.
Hi. Are you Gillian?
I haven't gotten a lot of practice with this, so we'll give it a go. I'm gonna try mind link with the fucking frog.
Mind link with the frog. Do it. You speak to the frog, and it's mine.
Gillian?
Give me a second.
While he's mind linking and you're pulling that up, since we can't tell that he's mind linking from the outside, Dolis is trying to help Lotus. Like, croak
Actually-
once for Gillian, croak twice for Gillian, once for Frog.
When Doc connects with the frog, you can kind of see almost white flares across his eyes. Almost like they've gone hazy. But there does seem
Like
to
he's
be...
suddenly turned blind.
But there's a faint glow to them. Alright. What's up, frog boy?
Give me one
Also,
second.
is this frog speaking or is it just croaking? I would know.
It is just croaking.
Okay.
And yeah, you gain the ability to speak telepathically to a creature, but a frog can't understand language. So yeah, you connect and you're like, "Are you Gillian?" And there's no response in your mind until it croaks out loud, and then you hear in your head a croak.
Doc drops the mind link. Yeah, that frog's a frog.
Well, but the funny thing is that like the frog really wanted to come here.
Really?
He kept he got binking up against his jar. So I just
What's
started
here?
like moving him around.
Can I look around, see what is around here, if there's anything besides just the ocean?
Make a perception check.
Ooh. That's a 14.
Okay. Lotus has her stupid passive perception. So she notices. And Plume, you try and look, and he's like, I think it might have something to do with that thing out there. And he like points, and there's just like a rod sticking out of the water out in the distance. And Lotus, you can see it. And Twink, being the highest intelligence of the group, you rapidly process that is the mast of Gillian's ship that was meteored.
I assumed that was where we were.
What remains sticking out of there? And the frog is just like looking at it.
Is it just a normal frog?
No, I
shake
don't.
Like rights itself, and it just like licks its eyeballs. Like,
Didn't they mention while we were in the basement that the soul would slowly fade out?
We kind of super like infused all the souls, and then we kind of maybe attached one. So there's a chance that it's slowly coming back instead of slowly going away.
Right.
There's also a chance it's slowly going away. I mean, that's inevitable, but there's a chance that it's coming back.
So it's a frog, and then it's slowly becoming Gillian.
I go up to the jar and I say, "Do you want to go out there?"
Just in frog, the rest of you just want to look.
Fair enough.
Take the jar and put it down.
No, I mean, okay.
Set it down. Frog just sits itself up again and just stares out at the ocean where the ship sank. It's like all he has. I guess if he didn't like any of you and he didn't ever come to this island, then that blown up piece of crap out there is the closest thing he has to a memory.
I'll need Alina.
Okay, I could stay here with the frog.
we formed a magical contract and everything, so like, there's more than just the memory.
You did what?
Huh?
You formed a magical what?
It's a contract. Bind. We bound it to the frog.
That's a thing you can do?
Yeah,
Is it
it's
like
not
a
easy.
warlock patron? Patron binding thing?
Kinda.
Contract?
It's like magic that links you at the base.
Hmm.
That's kind of like how Fey magic works.
Anyways, Alina's the one that wrote it, so I need to know what it said exactly.
Do you want to go get her, Dolis, or should I?
I can.
Okay.
Or I guess I'll go.
Also,
go
where the fuck is
Gillian.
Mara?
He's with Vala in the woods, apparently. They're hanging
Didn't Vala
out.
try to kill us?
Not anymore.
Oh. Did that have to do with the dragon thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Lotus, where were Mara and Vala?
I will give him
Got it.
directions.
Directions are given.
I'll just stop by there on my way just to make sure that he's still alive.
It is definitely out of the way.
out of the way.
It's okay.
Okay.
I mean on my way as in I'll go there, then I'll
And
get
then,
Alina, then
yeah.
I'll come back.
Alright. Dolis takes off, leaving you all in your little corner, watching a frog stare wistfully out at the ocean. When will my husband return home from the war?
That's the next print.
You're all just standing on this rock with the frog and Plume.
So this frog just wanted to come and sit here?
Yeah. He kept freaking out and banging in the jar until I brought him here. I just kind of floated him and let him smack his head into the jar until he pushed it all the way here.
You think there's anything good still out there?
Probably.
In the ocean?
Yeah.
I mean, I could go look.
Mara could turn into a shark.
Oh, he could turn into a shark.
Can't do that.
He can get stuff. He could also turn into a squid. Smaller, but probably has, better grip than a shark does.
Doc kind of just looks at Aldrich. I mean,
No.
you couldn't do it. No, I'm not gonna do that to you, but you could.
I've told you before, I don't feel... Alright, turn me into a
You
fish.
No.
Turn
You
me
turn
into a fish.
shark?
A shark?
Yeah, Aldrich shark?
No, not Aldrich
No.
shark. But this will look kind of familiar, and Doc walks Aldrich over the water and lets him down.
Just, I'm gonna fly, and just change me once I'm over
All
it.
right, I can't
Takes
do the
off.
somatics for this as well. Let's hope this works. And he go ahead. He changes the spell to let him be an octopus.
He flies over, and on the way there, 80% of the way there, he suddenly just thwomp into a different shape, and you watch him torpedo into the water.
Also, was he not a cat? Could he fly as a cat?
He turned
I
back.
turned
into
it back
a-
into an owl because Aldrich doesn't like
Okay.
being the cat.
Okay.
Did he just become a bomb?
No.
But he just...
Well, if I did it right, and I think I did, again, kind of hard, he should be an octopus.
Oh. I'll go look.
Lotus is gonna walk over to the water. Get knee deep. Per second knee deep.
Did you say did he turn into a bong?
Bomb.
Bomb.
Oh. What?
Which I also don't know how you know. I mean, I guess you know the hand grenade that was kind of or I guess it was a pipe bomb, but
It's like, did he turn into a bong? What are you
You know,
talking about?
well, this is
turns
a
into
stoner.
He is an octopus swimming now.
Second knee deep and just
Aldrich?
He's underwater,
That's our
dude.
He's underwater and rapidly swimming away from you.
I think he's dead, Doc.
I would know if he's dead.
God dang.
Dolis, you following the directions given by Lotus, it doesn't take long flying to discover the area that has been terraformed by
Just
Vala.
know where Mara is.
Yeah, to smell where Mara is. Yeah, you fly over, you can see that chunk of land that's kind of just fucked up in comparison to the rest.
What? Okay. I'll swoop down in.
You swoop down, and Vala almost cat flips over and is oh, it's you. Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
join us.
What am I joining? What are you doing?
Here, catch. She tosses something at you.
Catch it.
What color is Dolis?
You catch it and you manage to fumble it a little, and because it was not the best toss, and it falls and it just and there's a patch of ground that suddenly just turns yellow.
Does it make my feet yellow?
No. She's like, oh shit.
What is this?
It was a bad toss, is what it was.
Okay.
What's up?
What are you? I just. What heard that?
Come sit. Did you want some griffin? She gestures at the half-eaten carcass.
Oh, there's a chef on the ship who would love to cook this up and make it into something a lot more tasty.
Ugh.
Okay.
Cook it and ruin it.
Never mind.
Really? You've never Not no cooked
Food is best raw and screaming. I will fight any chef and my sister on this.
I just came to see what Mara was doing. I was just told he's in this general direction. And I see that you have made yourself comfortable.
Well, I am going to live here, right? That was the agreement.
Oh. I didn't know that, but
Aren't you? You're part of the you're part of the gang. You're part of the group. Weren't you included?
right, I wasn't there when the agreement was made, but
Oh.
I'm glad to know that you are going to be
I'm your local apothecary.
Oh. Lovely, we needed one of those.
Yes, your place for potions, poisons, and all sorts of,
good shit.
I was trying to think of another P word. Thought the alliteration would be good.
Perfume?
Do you
I
make
don't like
perfumes?
No, I mean, I can. I don't really like to. I have a really strong sense of smell, so, you know. All that foo-foo, it's, ugh.
You have a very strong sense of smell?
Yes.
Oh. Alright.
I'm a poison and toxin dragon. This is a natural aroma. And it is so nice to finally just rest in it instead of hiding it like I did in the Westwood for all those years.
Okay. Well, it's nice to speak to you, normally, as...
I'm gonna pull at Dolis' hand. Come.
What do you... No,
I'm
stop.
pulling him down to sit. You're so stiff, man. Relax. Come here.
Well, no, I have things to do. I can't...
Yeah, you can do it here. Come join us.
No, I cannot
Come
get
on.
Alina and take
Come
her
on.
to the beach here.
Wait, why do you need Alina?
Because Twink needed me to get Alina and bring her to
Why?
the beach. Because Gillian Frog
Dolis,
is...
You are pulled close enough that after a few moments of explaining, you do catch a hefty whiff of the good shit, as there are 3 bricks of it burning, as Vala has developed a habit. So yeah, you have you suddenly are just like, what, and then you're like, oh.
I know, I just... There's a lot with the frog. On the beach.
It doesn't have to be a lot, man.
Listen. Vala takes a paint bomb. She's like, take this, and whenever it feels right, just throw it at something. An animal, a person, a tree, whenever it feels right, throw it at something.
Right, yeah. When it feels right.
Yeah.
Does it feel right, Dolis?
Don't. I just keep it in your hand until you use it. Really, if you put it in your pocket, you're gonna
Oh, yeah,
have
it's
bad,
free, yeah,
you're gonna have
yeah,
a bad time.
What color?
Oh, hang on, give it back. She like takes it, and she like looks at it, and she's like, green, and then she gives it back to you.
Oh, fitting.
Oh yeah, right. Hey, we're both green, and like her hands like shift into the black and green claws.
Oh.
Hey.
And I also have black and green claws.
Hey.
Fist bumper.
You fist bump.
And then I'll turn dragon form. Hey!
Hey, you're blue.
Yeah.
You're forcing it. It was a
What?
nice moment, and you're trying to force it.
Fuck you.
Get out of my marsh.
Don't worry, Mara. You can be green too. And I'll throw the paint bomb at Mara.
Yeah!
Make an attack roll with advantage.
I was supposed to say, come on, he's 2 feet from him.
Oh, okay. Well, with advantage?
With advantage.
Alright. Okay. So that's gonna be... Do I add... Is it okay?
You can add your dex and your proficiency.
And my bro. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm fucked.
Yeah, you're green. You're
it's a
green.
26.
26.
Is that hit, Mara?
That definitely misses.
Yeah.
Mara,
25,
you're like,
sorry.
oh, come on. And you're like, you can be green too. And Mara, you're like, what? And then you just boosh. And it lives up to the name of a bomb. It just explodes over your chest, gets a good chunk of like your neck, some splatter on your face. It gets like the exposed parts of your arms. And you just sit there for a second, like, ah. And you look down, it's already like almost totally dry. And you are just dyed green. And Vala just goes,
It felt right.
You look good.
No.
Maybe it's your color. Maybe you shouldn't turn blue. Maybe you should turn green. It's a good color.
I like the blue.
Yeah, well, okay. That's fine.
I'm gonna.
You can be wrong.
Gonna go find Alina.
Just stay here. Come on.
Maybe I'll be back.
Goodbye, Dolis.
Nice meeting you, Vala.
Do you want another one? She like holds it up.
I'm alright.
All right. Puts down.
I'll just start flying over to the ship.
I just thought of a funny prank. Or if
Yeah.
another one of them comes over here,
Uh-huh.
we'll wait.
Can we
Okay.
leave Mara on the island?
Yeah, Mara and Vala just vibe. Pulse rolls a new character. Mara just stays and helps her run the apothecary, get high all day.
I'll type out the prank, right?
Okay. Dolis, you make it back to the dock just fine. It seems that repairs have already begun on like the superstructure of the ship. A bunch of the artificers seem to have been called back and are working on it.
Okay. I'll go on, look for Alina.
She's still on top making notes and stuff.
Alina.
Yeah.
Twink, he wants you on the beach.
Can you carry me?
Yeah, it's with the frog.
Oh, it's with the frog?
He needs something.
It's the Gillian! Yeah, take me.
Well, right.
Did he kill somebody? Is everything okay?
No, he's
Did he
not-
laser
he's-
beam again?
It's alright. He's
Okay.
barely.
Are you okay?
I'm alright.
Are you tired? You sound a little off kilter.
I was just checking on Mara and
Okay.
Vala, and they're fine.
Dolis, did they hurt you? Are you okay?
No, I'm fine. Mara, I made him green.
Dolis, how many fingers am I holding up?
More than Doc has.
That's not funny. That's not funny.
I'm gonna kill everybody in this goddamn party.
Let's go.
Except Lotus.
Let's go.
Okay. You grab her. You
Take
fly
Alina
off.
to the beach.
You guys are still chilling with a frog. Aldrich
Just silently.
has not surfaced yet.
I was about to say, if he's more than 100 feet, I can't even communicate with him anymore.
Yeah, I'm like, he has not surfaced. He is more than 100 feet away. It's-
Lotus is just yelling into the ocean, just Aldrich! Aldrich, where are you?
Lotus.
Where did you go?
Lotus.
Did you drown?
Lotus, he's an octopus. He can't drown.
Are you sure he's an octopus?
Can I, even if he's
You're
not within
sure
my range,
he's an
yeah.
octopus?
Yeah, and I'm sure he's still breathing, too. Breathing.
Kind of looks at him.
He's my
Returning.
familiar, Lotus.
Aldrich!
Dolis flies up in the middle of the Aldriching as Doc has given up.
Doc is building a sandcastle with one hand and trying to just structure.
She like lands, and she like lands almost like a running land, and she's like, the frog. She like runs over and she like grabs the jar, and she's like, you little shit, what did you do this time?
He's just kind of not Gillian now.
What?
I can't talk to him anymore. Twink can't talk to him anymore. I mean, he can understand. I think he can understand him. Twink. How do you know what the fucking frog's saying?
Don't worry about it.
He's a gnome. Gnomes can just talk to animals.
Oh, that's cool.
Pops the jar lid open, and she like reaches in and just pulls out the frog.
I'll start
Hey, be
walking
careful.
into the water to where Lotus is yelling.
So, either the major magic blast has deteriorated the soul to a point that it's slowly putting itself back together, or it's just deteriorating in general.
Closes the jar again. I don't know. I did what he wanted, except not what he like. I did what the original totem was, except I made it so it would just attract all the little bits of his soul.
Right, but then we updated it so that his would remain.
Yeah. You know, all the pieces were supposed to just sort of put themselves back together.
So
What if
maybe
they
that's what's happening. Maybe it's just slowly putting itself back together after it was completely...
Yes, Doc.
What if it's not putting itself back together in the frog?
I wouldn't remember this.
It would if it was going to the original body.
The original body's not down there.
But it would remember it.
Not down there.
Also, his original body is in pieces, right? Like chopped up into little bits, ripped apart to, make that weird poison.
Regardless, the
stuff.
totem should have linked it to this body.
Yeah,
Regardless of that. This is...
this totem, like, he broke the totem. I mean, you broke the totem with him. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, he should be this frog. She, like, holds it up, and the frog is just sitting there, like...
Can't we just check for magic on him?
Did no one cast Detect Magic?
I don't have it.
Just looks at you, Twink.
I don't feel the need. I'm fairly certain he's in there putting himself back together.
She sits down, and she just, boom, and her eyes do a little flash as she casts it, and she goes, this is a magic frog.
Great.
I think it's just going to be some time before he's able to do anything. Like, even think.
This is actually a good opportunity. She reaches into her notebook and starts pulling out. The concept of what a soul is, what it's made of, what would happen if it was broken into pieces and put itself back together. This is an amazing research opportunity.
Yeah.
It sucks that I can't talk to the fucking frog, though.
Yep.
If only I were a gnome.
But you're not.
Yeah.
Also, the frog doesn't really talk back. You just understand what it's trying to convey.
Oh. Good to know.
Hey, Alina.
Yeah.
What do you know about Kalashtar?
What? This isn't time for that. We're talking about
No,
the
it
frog.
is time for that. Because how you guys bound the souls in the first place used my blood.
Actually, it was Hicks' blood.
I don't really know anything about Kalashtar. There's not a lot on them. They kind of aren't around. And even when they were around, there weren't a lot of them. More than 1,000 years ago. The last documented Kalashtar was like 1,600 years ago. So, not really talked about. It was kind of thought that they went extinct because, to be a Kalashtar, you have to have like a spirit attached to you, and it was sort of thought that spirits just stopped attaching to people. Then there was also theories that there were still Kalashtar and that they were like,
secretly running a shadow government and controlling the world. And yeah, I mean,
being a hold master.
Oh, I always thought those were conspiracy theories, but oh no.
He.
Are the Kalashtar really secretly in charge of all of the banking all around the world?
I don't know.
No,
To the bank?
no.
He
I
said.
walked out to Lotus by now.
Yeah, you totally walked out to Lotus.
I just walked over and I just put a hand on her shoulder.
Huh?
She's yelling. What are you doing?
I'm trying to call for Aldrich so Aldrich can come back.
He'll come back.
But we don't know that.
Stop yelling.
Okay.
You stand there with your hand on her shoulder and stare out into the ocean with her.
Now it's me, Lotus, and the frog staring
wistfully out at the ocean. Back on the beach.
Doc points at the frog and goes, he said that Martin's one of them.
Yeah, no, I was there for that.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
you were. It's been a long...
We were all there for that.
I've lost a lot of blood today, Twink. Give me a break.
No, that's your fault, not mine.
Anyway.
So, the frog. I think it best that you monitor it, Alina.
Yeah. She clips
Huon
it to her belt.
can get messages, purveyance, while on the ship
Cool. Perfect.
over the next few days. We probably be a good idea to know how long it takes for the soul to put itself back together.
That's true. I'll hang out with Huon. The frog, as she's clipping it to her belt, moving around, keeps trying to adjust and look out, and it binks up against the glass a bunch. Seems like it's having a rough time. Seems pretty distressed. And she's like, I'm not having any sympathy for you, you fucking psychopath.
That's earned.
I will take the frog, relieve Bloom of his duties. He does a little salute. And I will take ample notes. Oh, maybe I can get Mara to teach me how to talk to animals. He knows how. That's just a spell. Ooh, she walks off.
Also, wait, wasn't he supposed to go get Mara?
No, I think he just said he was going to go check on Mara. Dolis, did you check on Mara?
Just turn back slowly.
He turns back slowly, gives you kind of a face. And Doc, you having experienced the good shit, you're immediately yep.
He definitely checked up on Mara.
Mara's fine.
And you're high as a kite.
No, I'm even below sea level. Points to my legs, under. He's hanging out with Vala. They watch out. If you go over there, you might get painted.
Painted?
Before you could explain, there's in the water as a little wooden thing floats up. There's a little board. No, there's a little bit a board with a tiny lockbox on top of it, and an octopus just
Aldrich.
There you are, buddy.
Let me breathe.
Yep. He makes him an owl again.
Pick him up out of the water. Just hold him.
I don't like
You're a damp owl.
I don't like that. I don't.
We'll never do that again. I'm sorry.
I
buddy.
am your familiar, and I shall do as I am asked.
But still, you're my friend, and I will consider your feelings.
All right, Sir Aldrich.
I am fine. I'm going. Please put me on the rocks, away from the water.
Okay. Slowly turn over and just walk him over there.
Lotus has the lockbox.
I went into the captain's cabin. It seems some of the artificers have already started scalping wood and materials from the ship, but a large amount of the non-resource based things, such as niceties and material goods, have been left.
Lotus, you can pick that, can't you?
Mm-hmm. Pull up the thieves' tools and I walk back and just like drop everything
You
on.
might
into
want
the
to.
sink.
You know, I would. Where did you get that from?
The captain's cabin.
I wouldn't try to pick that, Lotus.
Hmm?
If I had a box that locked, I would definitely make sure people couldn't get in it. And Gillian was a very powerful person.
Is it cursed?
It
Could
may
be.
well
If
be.
it's magical.
Doc is taking his sleeves and just like rub drying Aldrich.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
So
Hey, Lotus, let's check and see.
Alina should still have her detect magic up.
She's
She
gone.
does. She's walking away. She's
Oh,
probably
she's
still
walking away
within
now.
view, but she's.
It's fine. Just let her
Alina!
What?
One more thing! We found a box! We need to know if it's cursed!
What do you mean? I'm coming back. She turns around.
It might be what the frog wanted!
What? The frog wanted something.
Maybe!
There's a box!
Oh my god. She like walks all the way back. Comes up,
She
just
works
kidding.
so hard.
The box is magic.
Okay.
Do you want me to identify it?
We just need to know if it's gonna kill us.
Can't you do all this?
Yeah, but you're here.
Fucking gosh, casts
I'm
something.
sorry, Alina.
Hmm.
What's up?
Lotus, you can pick that, right?
Yeah?
And she takes the jar on her hip and she pops it open. She pulls the frog out and she goes, "Hold this." Okay, now pick it.
Just takes a moment because both their heads are filled, and then she like sits down, one head like crisscross with the box in her lap, and then uses the thieves' tools with one hand, and she's kind of holding the frog like a hamburger in the other.
The frog has kind of relaxed as it is you are fiddling with this box.
I'll crouch down next to it and just like make very intense eye contact with the frog.
It is a frog. Make a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Oh, that's really good.
Oh, and because you are proficient in thieves' tools, you can add your proficiency bonus. So
Oh,
you're
that's even higher. 25?
Yeah, so you're picking, and at one point you twist, and all of the trim on the box just boom, like pulses this color. But before you could do anything, like the light shoots up the lockpick into your hand, and then the frog croaks, just like whoop, whoop. And then it all just bing, and you click, and it unlocks.
Would that have killed me?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Did you just save me? Okay.
You didn't really save him. It was an enchantment that unless he was opening it or someone was opening it for him, it would, hurt very bad.
Okay.
So, I mean, we know the frog is still Gillian.
Gonna open it.
You open it. There's some like papers and stuff in there. There's a seal of some kind, like a wax seal that's used to close letters. And then there's some sort of like leather wrapped, almost like a wallet or like a almost like a money clip kind of thing, just a small
like leather wrap.
Are the papers intact? Like, was this like a waterproof box?
Yeah, sealed.
Airtight.
Pull it out. Are there words on it?
Put the frog back in the puts him on her hip.
Paper writing? Is there writing on it?
They are missives. There are 6 things in the box, and the first 3 you check are missives. They are directives given by Martin, and they are addressed to my inquisitors. And they are talking about specific things to search for, including Socrates and shoes. But you get the idea looking at this as you all go over it, that Socrates was one of many things that Martin put out there to look for. And Gillian must have just picked it. Like Gillian must have just hyper-fixated on socks. Because there is a list of things that Martin wants. And on that list are all of you. Except Mar. And including Kieran. All the Starloss. And then Harmon, Fairmont, Raiden, and 2 names that are unfamiliar to you.
What are they?
What are they?
They are Jura and Paloa. Paloa.
Wait, hold on. Who's Martin?
Martin's the holdmaster for the Empire. A holdmaster for the Empire.
The one who's actually a Kalashtar.
Well, similar to a Kalashtar at the very least.
Hey, Raiden's name is on here.
Yeah.
So is yours.
Yeah, but Raiden's name is on here.
So is
So
yours.
is Harmon's.
Well,
And Fairmont. And Kieran.
They're looking for
Kieran's on
Starloss. Or people involved with Vecnos, no? I mean that's the connection with at least all of these. I'm not on that list, right? You said everyone except Mara. Okay, cool. So
Yeah,
not
sorry.
me as well.
You're not on there either. My apologies.
Wait, do you think he's looking for us? Or is he looking for the other ones?
I don't think it matters.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wait. Then... Dolis, isn't it possible that the people that came that night were the Empire? If they were looking for Raiden.
I suppose it could be the case.
And maybe he knew that he was on a list of sorts and he didn't want us to get involved, which is why he never came back.
And why he's about as far away from the Empire as you can get.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're missing one kind of big problem here.
What?
Yeah.
Inquisitors.
Oh yeah, no, I knew that.
Huh?
Yeah, no, Gillian kind of said he was one of the Inquisitors for the Empire when I met him.
Did he mention how many?
I don't know if he ever
No, I
said he
didn't ask.
was. I don't remember if he would tell us that he is an Inquisitor or the Inquisitor. Don't know. I
There's
didn't really.
the
pay
frog
attention.
at the mention of Inquisitors and Gillian and seeing all this is just starts like being like up against the jar again. Alina pulls him out and just.
What about the rest of these? What do the rest of these say?
You open another one. It's another missive. This one's not asking for people to be hunted down. It's asking for materials. It's the securement of trade lines, anything that can help in large-scale building,
artificers, and then there's a couple of interesting things that are weird that you don't recognize. There's one that sort of stands out at the bottom, and it's like any information regarding the Aeon engine.
The what? Dolis points at it.
It sounds important.
Yeah.
Think that's kind of like the thing that's powering the boat?
Could be. I don't know.
Never heard of it?
You open the third missive, and it is similar to the first in that it is names, but it is not a list of people to collect. It is a list of people to kill. It is explicitly talking about extermination or replacement or usurping. Coups are words that are used on occasion. And there are random names that you don't recognize along a large chunk of the list. And then there's Matthias Drach des Berges. There is Jura Telesir, Maya Telesir. And then at the very bottom, there is Nolan Terralon. And those of you who went to the conference will remember that that is the name of the Emperor of Stonekeeper.
I mean, I would still know the name, right? I lived there.
Yeah, you'd recognize the name.
Oh, we need to contact Fagin. And Delilah. And Maya.
I can do that.
Tell her we're gonna have Ellis come get her.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
She needs to see this for herself.
Whoa.
Should we tell Ellis first?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. She needs to know as well.
I know I asked the question just now, but I think in a different connotation now, who the hell is Martin? Why is he seemingly at the center of all of this?
Well, it seems Fagin is one of the only Hold Masters who don't necessarily see eye to eye with Martin. I'm hoping he has some information.
And Atranon?
I'm sure, but I doubt Atronon's putting himself out on a limb in fear of getting found out.
Yeah.
Do you think Martin could be... I guess the term that we've used is Starlost, influenced by Vecnost.
Oh, I would say without a doubt, yes. I would also call him the Shadow Emperor. Really makes the calls.
Do you think because this is the name of the guy that got assassinated, yeah?
I'm sure.
Do you think this Martin person wants that role?
Does Doc know that Nolan was assassinated?
Yeah.
Yes,
You guys have updated him on everything.
Yeah.
He knows what you know, basically.
No, I don't think he does. I think he just needs someone there that he can manipulate and control.
Guys, quick question.
Yeah.
So, Empire, Yuba, Dragon Lost points at Maya's name, and because the name is shared, he points at Jura as well. Why isn't Shadestep or the Westwood on here?
Probably because they won't be issues. Elves tend to keep to themselves.
Alina's like, the Westwood and the Empire have been in a Cold War forever. If Martin already planned to attack the Westwood, no need to assassinate anyone.
And if the Revolution is also a part of this, then he also doesn't need to put those names on the list.
Right.
Sodden's own people will kill him and string him up from the promenade before Martin has to do anything. Matthias is a beloved ruler. Maya's the crown jewel of Dragonlost. Nolan wasn't liked, but he was respected.
Regardless, this is important and we need to move. I mean, anything could happen at any time.
Do we even have time for the boat? Maybe we get
No,
Illis to get.
we're gonna bring him here.
I'm curious because Kieran's name is on this list. And we don't know where actual Kieran is.
There's nothing we can do about that, Lotus.
Okay.
They might have already gone to it.
And we don't know whether they have or not.
They're still... Oh, go.
I'm sorry. Bringing them here, I mean, we already made ourselves enemies of the Empire, and they clearly know where we are, so is that really the best
We're
idea?
not enemies of Fagin. We're the only place where we know for sure that there's no roots. There's not enough people here.
There's also 2 dragons here.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
We're really the only place that we could meet without fear of an assassination attempt.
Right.
Shit.
Or listeners. Never know who's listening in those other places. They're probably deep in the government at this point.
Damn it, Alina. Now is not the time to be right.
Sorry.
I want to grab the leather thing out of the box.
There are 3 more letters.
Oh, there's 3
And-
more letters?
Yeah, and then the thing. The first letter is a letter from Gillian to his parents, apologizing for being a disappointment. Very sad as you read it. He's essentially... He basically is like spilling his guts about being a werewolf and about like what he has become and done, and how the only way he can fix it is by, you know, you working in a shadowy position, but that hopefully it will rise him up to meet the noble duty that is set before him. There's another one, not written by Gillian, written to Gillian. It seems older than all of the rest, and it is a letter of congratulations for his completion of his courses from Socrates and Shoes, talking about how Sox is proud of him. And the last one is written to Martin, and it is in the event of my death. And it is basically calling Martin every bad fucking name in the book. Like, it is just ripping him asunder and just roasting him for like an entire 6 paragraphs, just roasting Martin and calling him incapable and blah 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 and a snake and da da da, like just horrendous. And that those are the other 3. And then you pull the leather thing out.
Are you saying I cover Lotus's eyes and I'm like, don't remember any of those? You're muted.
Roll a 20.
Lotus just thinking to herself, it's too late.
You pull out the leather thing and you open it up, and it is a little badge, a lot like the symbol for Stonekeeper, but there are these strange there's this strange dagger etching all around it. Doc, it's a lot similar to your bounty hunter badge. It is a sigil of approval of some sort. Twink, you recognize it also, having worked and previously having one of these. It is his badge that identifies him as an inquisitor.
Great. Does it have an issue number, a member number, anything
Nope.
that would indicate how many?
Just the-
Shit.
There is a stamp of verification on the back that Twink would know is magically attached to the badge and shouldn't be duplicatable.
I'll just like hold it. Like this could be useful.
Regardless, we need to get back to the ship. We need to go get Mara. Mara needs to be a part of this so he knows what's going on.
I'll put the.
We need to start
badge in my
contacting
pocket.
people.
Mhm. Once we let Illis know, I can talk to Maya.
Can Lotus, can you make a perception check for me?
She needs to make one.
Mm-hmm.
24.
Even better than your passive. You're in the middle of being like, can we do that? Can we do that? And there's been this annoying sound that keeps happening, and you aren't processing what it is until you realize it's the frog. That when it jumped forward during the letter and croaked 4 times, it has been pausing and croaking 4 times. And then pausing and then croaking 4 times as it like pats its little foot towards the letter talking about the Inquisitors.
You alright?
It's a pattern.
Are there 4 Inquisitors? Croak once for yes, twice for no. Are there 4 Inquisitors? Okay. Are there now 3 Inquisitors? Or oh, okay, so there are 4 more. So there were 5. Okay.
Also,
The frog
Dolis,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to cut you off. The last time you took something from a secret shadow organization, it possessed Alina. So let's put that back in the box. Cool?
Alina
just a badge.
scoots away from you as you're still holding the bag.
And it was just a necklace the last time.
Twink, you can identify this one.
I mean, there's no reason to. It's just a badge.
Okay.
If it was some sort of dominating magic evil thing, I don't know if he would keep it in his personal possessions lockbox.
Regardless, we're wasting time. Let's get back to the
Yes.
fucking ship,
Yeah,
please.
There was also the wax seal in there, by the way, Cryo?
Yeah.
What
Same.
does it look like?
Same sigil as the
Oh,
badge,
it's just- okay, cool.
just his seal.
Let's go.
So you guys start heading back to the birds go to pick up Mara, and the rest of you head back towards the ship.
Mhm.
All right. Mara, you wanted to do one more thing?
Yeah, I DM'd you.
Oh, God.
Well, there's another thing you wanted to do. You wanted to make another call.
You did?
Did I?
Yeah, you messaged me.
Pulse, are you high right now?
No.
How many
Okay.
fingers am I holding up?
So then since you're not, we'll that other thing you do. It's totally fine. So birds. You come flying up. And it's just Vala sitting there next to the griffin.
Oh.
Even less of it remaining than last time. Hi!
Hello, where's Mara?
She points, and over in the brush, there is just like a limp body.
Mara?
Is he dead?
I'll walk over to Mara.
You walk over to Mara.
I'll just kind of like
The whole
kick him
time
lightly.
Vala's like eyeing you. She like picks meat out of her teeth.
I'll lightly kick him.
You kick him and nothing happens.
Mara.
Roll him over, and he is just covered in what seems to be blood.
Oh. Turn to Vala.
He got mouthy.
Gonna pick Mara up. So, like, I know you're a dragon, so I'm not gonna fight you. I'm gonna take him to Illis now. Goodbye.
Mara, make an attack with advantage. You can add your dex and your proficiency.
Is he attacking Lotus?
You'll see.
Okay.
$15?
That was with advantage, your proficiency, and your dex.
Oh, advantage. My bad.
I'm like, that was advantage and plus.
Okay.
I'm like, God damn, you roll like ass.
19.
19 hits them both.
Yes.
You, as you're laying there limp, as you get picked up, you just one paint bomb smash against Lotus' shoulder, the other smash into Dolis. Dolis, you are splattered with with red paint. Lotus, you are splattered with blue paint that dries it rapidly. Mara is cackling in your arms, Lotus.
I'll go to take Mara from Lotus' arms. And then I just drop him.
Vala's like,
Yep, do it. Do it.
Hold up, Kyle.
Do it.
oh, I think she's gonna kill you.
I'm gonna pick Mara. I'm gonna grab one of Mara's legs with my talon, and I'm gonna start flying back to the ship, holding him upside down.
You pick him up and you take off. Lotus is sitting there like seething for a second as this paint finishes drying, and Vala comes over to her and holds out a paint bomb. Whenever it feels right.
She's gonna shove it down his throat.
Then she takes it and she just goes and sits back down and just kind of like relaxes as you watch her start like growing more plants around her. Don't put it in your pocket.
Okay.
I mean, unless you want a purple pocket.
No. It's gonna be a purple Mara, though.
There you go. You take off. Twink, Doc, Alina all get back to the ship. And then you wait. Twink, are you gonna try and find Illis and Auvert?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Lorelei's cabin.
You go to Lorelei's cabin, you knock. There's no response.
I go in.
You go in, it's empty, but you do hear the sounds of running water.
Lorelei,
What?
I need to find Illis.
The door like opens, her head like flops out, like dripping wet. She's like,
Do you know where she might be?
the last time I saw her, she reattached that hand after a certain mood was spoiled.
Where would she go? Any idea?
I don't know, probably to find Vilvalm, help, the thousands of citizens that she has a responsibility towards, or some stupid shit like that.
Okay, well, we're gonna have company, so get ready.
This shower's not hot enough. She closes the door.
All right, I guess I'll go find her.
It takes not too long. You find her and Vilvalm. They are actually talking with Auvert.
I hate to interrupt, but Illis, I need your help.
The evacuation's going quite well. Yeah, I can spare some time. Not here, I assume, from the face that you're making.
Actually, you all should probably come with me, yes.
They'll send your second then. They'll just like nods and turns and talks to another elf. Then they all follow you to the ship. Then the birds arrive with Mara, stoned out of his mind. It's still giggling about the paint. They're splattered with paint.
When we're over the ship, I just drop Mara on his head.
You drop Mara. You like tumble to a stop. Hang on.
Yep.
I didn't drop him like far.
Yeah, he didn't take any damage.
Can I do like an acrobatics just to be like at the end of it?
Yeah, you can try and do an acrobatics.
All right.
check.
I'd like to trip him as he's trying to do it.
Never mind,
No,
don't get to do that.
Dang.
come on.
Doesn't look like you have to.
He didn't.
Six.
succeed. 6.
Yeah, he tries to shoot up and stand like but he should have waited like 2 more seconds to try and like go into a rolling stand. He has way too much momentum, so he tries to stand and he ends up just like cartwheeling himself further and like smacking into a railing.
Ooh.
What? What the? Why are you
Oh.
green and red?
Don't worry about it. Hi. Been hanging
you
out with
okay?
Dragon. I'm good. I'm hanging out with Dragon Lady.
Okay, what about you two? Why are you blue? Why are you red?
There's
Even I can connect those
So
dots,
he-
buddy.
I think he like
Right,
It
but I'm
made
hoping
this
someone
thing.
can give me an actual answer.
made this thing. It's like a ball of something, and then if you hit someone with it, it
I thought he was dead.
like paints them.
I was really sad for a moment.
All right, okay, the reason we're all here. Pull out the missives.
You go through the whole spiel with Lorelei, who is still wet but is clothed. The whole, all of the various leaders. Eggold has kind of like leaned over the railing and is listening.
So we need to contact Maya, whoever this Jorah is. I'm sure Maya knows. Seems like family.
And Eggold kind of like leans up. It's her dad.
But why do you know that?
See, I talk to people.
Anyways,
Thank you, Eggold.
we need to get Delilah to bring Matthias so we can talk to him, and we need to get a message to Fagin. Illis, I know you don't have good fortunes with the Empire, but he's not an enemy. If you could, I would appreciate it if you could bring him.
I can't contact him, but if he can get to a tree, I can bring him.
Yeah, we can contact him.
Can you? I can contact Maya if you can contact everybody else.
Maya like, or not Maya, Alina like nods. She's like, I can contact Fagin. I've done it before. I don't think I can contact Matthias, but I can contact Delilah.
Yeah, no, Delilah would need to be the one. I mean, she's in charge of his safety, so just let her know we have information on an assassination attempt.
Okay.
That's all you tell her. Do you understand me?
Right. No state secrets over unsecured communication lines.
Question. Should I tell Maya to stop looking for Raiden, just in case he
We
thinks
can tell her when she gets here.
that... Okay.
Okay, you just need to let Maya know to meet Illis at the tree she was brought back in.
Okay, I can do that.
Tell
Mara,
her to bring her father.
Okay.
you're looking at this like list and all of these like communications, and there's little initials for like the that are at the bottom, and as you're reading them over, can you make an intelligence check for me?
Cool. 19.
Good timing on a high roll.
Yeah.
You put together as you look at it, you see GVN and a few other things, and you realize there's more than 5, so it's definitely not just the Inquisitors, but these are initials of like important figures. And DN stands out to you. That's it.
What'd y'all make of this exactly? Like these initials?
What initials?
Right here.
Letters?
Yeah. Pretty sure these are initials.
I mean, that's clearly Gillian's.
Gillian von no.
There are, we found out from the frog there are 4 more inquisitors other than Gillian. So, I mean, that might be them.
How many other names are there?
There are the initials of like 8 or 9 individuals. You can't tell from the way they're like bunched if some of them are just longer sets of initials or if they're multiple people.
But there are clearly more than 5.
Yep.
You said DN?
Mm-hmm.
Why? What did you find something?
DN1 bugged me. I can't put my finger on it though.
Do you know anyone whose name starts with a D? Wasn't that your the guy, the man you strangled in your dream, Drayden?
Not exactly his last name.
Do you know his last name? What is it?
Straconis.
Say that one more time.
Straconis?
Straconis. Okay.
Do you think maybe he changed his last name?
Could be a possibility. I wouldn't put it above him to become an Inquisitor either. Kind of a real piece of shit, if you ask me.
Do we know anyone whose name starts with D and has a last name N?
Alina starts messaging while you guys are going over the missives again.
Oh, I should do that. I'm gonna take a few steps away. I'm gonna
In
use my sending stone.
between her messages, I wanna Alina.
She finishes one. She's like, yeah.
What's Delilah's last name?
Palm.
Okay. Don't worry about it.
Fagin. He responded, but it was short. It was quick. Something about it not being safe.
Can you send another one back, or are you?
He's in Altairi.
Can you send another one back?
I don't know. He sounded really panicked, almost like.
I mean, it's fine. He doesn't need to respond. I just want to.
Okay.
Make him aware of the situation.
Just tell him it's not safe to watch out for assassination attempts.
Martin in particular. If he has any info, to find a way to get it to us.
Okay. And she sends the message, and then she waits a little chunk of time, and then she's like, nothing.
It's fine. I didn't expect him to.
Delilah next. I can't believe I get to talk to her. Like, she had a little moment. Sorry, official, but like everybody was looking at her, she's like, official business, right? She sends her message. There's silence. She keeps her eyes closed. She's listening. It's like, she said, I already know. Meet me in Fort Dawn.
I don't know where the fuck that is.
The capital of Yuba. The city of Fort Dawn.
Illis?
I can't take you to the capital of Yuba, but I could send you to Yuba.
All right, but we need to talk to Maya and Jura.
I got it.
Yeah, we need to get her first and let her know what's going on so they're aware.
Sending spoon. You might have to do a response because I can only do this once.
Got it.
Activate the thing.
Maya, this is really urgent. We need you to get you and I think your dad to the tree that Illis sent
I think it's all
you from.
Yep. So you send it all out. And there's a moment of quiet. And then you get a response. I'm sorry, Lotus. The tree is gone. Things are bad here. And I probably won't find your dad soon. I'm okay. But I found other you.
That bodes well.
Does that just echo out to everybody?
No.
No.
Or yes, it does.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
a
it
sending
does.
stone.
Yeah.
It's not the sending spell, it's a sending stone, so it does.
Oh yeah, I guess it does.
That's bad, right? That's bad. Like really bad.
Really, really, really bad.
Where's Gillian?
On
In the jar.
Alina's hip.
In the jar. You think?
You recognize this? Point at the DN.
It's 1 croak for yes, 2 for no. I tell Mara.
He's a druid. He can just break it, right? He can just talk to him.
Yeah, I've used a lot of spell slots though.
On what?
Drayden?
That's a yes.
Alina, could you send Maya another message?
Yes. What do we want to say? That was Starloss, pretty big deal.
Yeah, well, we need to find a way to get her here, but the tree is gone, so
Hey, I'm sure there's many trees that could be used. I just was trying to find one they both knew.
Illis shakes her head and she's like, I have to touch them. I can't just pick random trees. They have to be trees I've been to. The only reason I was to those ones is because of a mission to Dragonlost. I don't know if any of the trees I touched are still there.
All right.
I can try, but
I guess. Maybe
Okay, here's
send her a message and ask what Starlost Me is doing.
okay. Twink, anything you want to ask?
No, but she needs to stay safe and out of public eye as much as possible.
Got it. She sends another message and there's quiet. And then as soon as she's done casting, there's like a pause as she receives her response, and then she says she's safe. She says the other you's gone, but there was a fight. Some people got hurt, but everything's okay now.
Wait.
What?
No. Hold on. Do you remember when we were in Shadestep? When we encountered, well, not you, but when we encountered the other version of me, what it did? It tried to kill Maya.
Mm-hmm.
It was trying to assassinate her. They must have some sort of contact with Maya.
Yes, and it assassinated the Emperor. Yes. I've thought that too since we read it.
They did say
Which
they
just
saw
furthers our
another
point of
Urkel.
being Starlost. Martin, that is.
Yes.
regardless of that, I think we need to go to Yuba. Leave the airship here to be fixed. Lorelei, you'll follow as soon as it's ready. But we need to go on ahead.
Get the gnome working overtime. Okay.
Alina,
So, yeah.
we know where a lot of moving parts are. We don't know where Martin is.
I don't know anything about Martin. I've only read about him.
So even...
I couldn't track him. I couldn't look for him. I know nothing.
I can. But it's risky. We shouldn't do it. Martin would definitely know.
Oh, with the mirror.
Yes. I have a relationship with Martin.
Okay.
That's a sentence.
Like, dating?
Would he be able to track us
Lotus.
back with
I've worked for him before.
Oh, okay.
Would he
No,
be
the issue, Doc, is that he would know someone's watching, and we don't want to tip Fagin off.
Right.
He's the strongest caster in Stonekeeper. He would probably
detect it
notice
from
the
a mile
scrying
away.
spell. Yeah.
All
He
right.
probably has a million things set up to keep you from scrying on him.
Okay, well, we're going to Yuba now, I suppose.
Yeah. How close can you get us, Ellis?
Day outside of Fort Dunn, half a day.
All right.
Is Alina coming with us?
Yeah, of course I'm coming with you.
No,
What
you're
about-
staying on the boat. You're coming with Lorelei.
No, but what if you need to talk to someone? It's not just because I want to meet Delilah.
Twink. What if we
The
meet with
world could end and you couldn't tell anybody.
What if we meet with your friend? I mean, after all, he could help us with this. We go into Fort Dawn, no matter what happens, we'll be in a better shape.
We need to figure out what's going on first. Besides, if we don't secure transportation to get there, it would take way longer.
Right.
We go to Fort Dunn, we meet Delilah, we figure this out, the ship shows up, we take the ship wherever at that point. I
Well,
can
the
handle
ship-
communication.
Yeah, the ship will be days behind us.
Yeah. So we'll have days to get it all sorted, and I can keep you in contact with everyone here.
I'm scared.
We don't have time to be scared now.
What do
Are
we
you
do
scared
with
for yourself, or are you scared for
Gillian?
another reason?
Was the man who killed the person taught me everything. Working for the government. And he knows I'm alive.
Do you think he was working for the government when he did what he did?
No.
You got us
What
now.
did you say, Lotus?
If Alina is coming with us, because I do think it's a good idea if she comes with us, what do we do with Froggy Gillian?
Keep him with us.
Yeah, we have to keep him with us.
Okay.
Okay.
Lorelei's like, all right, boys and girls, pack your bags.
I'm
I'll
gonna go
head-
get my thing.
Yeah, I'll head downstairs to grab my things, and I'll go into the galley.
Mhm.
Walk.
Yeah.
Won't have a chance to try that bug bread. We're heading off.
Heading off. Where you? What?
Yuba. It's urgent.
Oh, we're casting off. Or I
No,
gotta
no,
ship
no,
everything
no,
down.
You're not going anywhere yet.
What?
Our group, we're going to Yuba. It's urgent. When the ship is finished, you all will follow after.
But what if something happens?
We'll be all right. Promise. See you in a few days.
You like turn to leave, and before you like a hand stops you and turns you around and goes, "You eat double portions, okay?"
Of course.
All right.
And
Oh, I'm so
I'll
fast.
pat him like up as far as I can.
All right. So you turn out, he's like, they grow up so fast. Hello. Yeah.
That was me raising my hand.
Hello.
Does Mara go down with us to get stuff in the second quarter?
Assume, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The big
Go
mamba.
down, all my stuff's on me.
The big mamba.
I want to grab all my things, and I'm gonna go to.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I've never confronted this much. Like I had the vision with him back in the old like temple place that we got the big orb from.
Mm-hmm.
I killed him in that dream, but he's had years to develop and grow. Well, I just kind of drifted.
I mean, I don't think so. I think you've also had years to grow. I mean, look at you now. You're wearing completely different clothes and you have super cool hair. And you can turn into all these forms. And you now have all of us.
He can do a lot of that too. But he definitely doesn't have you guys.
Plume lands on your shoulder and he's like, and he's not a hero! Where are we going?
We're going to Yuba. Are you gonna come
Oh
with us?
shit! Yeah, okay, yeah, right. No, I kinda... I flew back down here when we got back. I didn't... Okay, we're going, let's go!
How big is the big mamba?
It's like a big travel bag, basically.
Like carry on?
Like, you could wear it as a backpack, but it would be huge. Like, it would be like one of those big bags that people take up, like, Everest, like, size huge.
I should have a regular backpack.
You also have a regular backpack, yep.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna bring the important stuff with us. I think I'm gonna make sure that I can at least make potions on the go.
Alright, basic herbalism kit. I took inventory. And just Plume dives in the bag and just starts tossing shit out.
Hey, Mara.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw this at you, but not anymore.
When we're done with whatever the hell this is, and he holds up the astrolabe. Let's figure out wherever the hell your shit is, alright? And for what it's worth, I mean, I trust you enough to die with you, I guess.
I give Mara a hug, and just kind of into his shirt, kind of muffled, go.
You don't have to be scared alone, because we're all here with you.
And we're all scared!
And 3 of us are covered in paint.
What's that about?
4 of us!
I throw it at Doc.
Can I attempt to catch it?
She's gonna make an attack.
Cool.
What do I add?
Your dex and your proficiency.
Hey.
What'd you roll?
19 plus 8.
27. Doc, it throws at you, and you're like, oh shit, and you like reach up to try and catch it. You reach up to try and catch it.
No.
And it just-
I reach up and try and catch it.
Yeah,
I'm
you
grabbing
reach
the
up-
wrong
yeah.
fingers.
I'm like, you reach up to try to catch it, and you're like, no, like it, like you process midway that there is a chunk of the hand missing, and it just, whoosh, and you are covered in purple.
I just got this.
Me too.
Same.
That was kind of funny.
Yeah, that was us.
I take it back. I'm killing all of you after this is over. Doc goes straight upstairs, and the first conversation he has with Alina is to see if she can presto it off.
She cannot.
Fuck!
She can presto what's wet off still.
But
I
it
leave the
cleans. It
galley.
doesn't matter. It
Yeah.
cleans.
She starts. It's a dye. It's not a dirtying. It's dyed.
I was saying I leave the galley and like I just see Doc run past purple. I'm like, oh god And I like walk back to the sleeping
All right.
quarters.
You guys all gather all of your
Yeah.
stuff. You head back up top. Twink is there. Lorelei's gone over like various things with you. She's like, "This is the harbor. This is blah blah. This is where I port. Like this is da 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 da. And if you want to go to Ravenloft, she like goes over like basics of the map with you." And she goes, "Basically, if you can be at the harbor in Fort Dawn in a week, probably be there. Maybe less with how fast this fucking thing is."
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna take at least 3 days before you're even ready to leave. So,
I don't know. We'll overhaul all the artificers. We'll get them all on the ship.
take care of the town first. I mean, they have to live somewhere.
If you're sure. Good luck.
We'll see you when you get there.
Yeah, well, be careful. You don't have an Archibald or a dragon backing you up.
Did I have one before?
I mean, if you were gonna die, maybe.
You were gonna kill me a few times.
Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna help. Yeah, no, that wasn't the thing.
Yeah.
It was really Socks that did it, you know?
Yeah.
Alright. I do have something for you, though. She goes off. And she comes back. It's the Frost brand. I don't know if you can use it, but I'm sure someone can use it.
How mad would you be if I sold it?
I'd kill you.
Okay.
Even if this breaks, you will bring me back a piece.
I can't use this.
Hold on to it. Give it to someone who can.
I think I'll see if Dolis wants it. He's been using weapons recently.
All right. You all convene on the dock with Illis. And she's like, "All right, from where I send you in, the walk to Fort Dawn will be... It'll get you there in the night." Alina, did she say where to meet? Alina's just like... She just said Fort Dawn. And Illis sits there for a second and she goes, "I know where she wants you to meet her. Because she said Fort Dawn, not the city of Fort Dawn. The city of Fort Dawn is named aptly after Fort Dawn, which is adjacent to the harbor. It's abandoned now. It's not abandoned. It's frequented often, but it's just a fancy architectural structure. It's only used as a fort if the city were to come under attack, which it hasn't been. So it sits empty. It was the first fort established in Yuba. So, trust me, go to the harbor, you'll know it. Okay. And she goes over to a tree and she's like, "Are you ready?"
Are we ever?
And hold Dolis's hand.
And she, zoom, there's that little pulse of the tree, and she gestures. You all go in. Alina leads the charge. Just vroom, and then Twink, and then the birds, and then Duck, and then Mara. You all have that pinch, dark sensation as you go through this tunnel. On your way to the continent of Yuba, which we will explore next session.
Yay.
We made it! Let's go!
Finally!
Unless something happens with the teleport.
Episodes!
No! This isn't Monster Hunter, you fuck!
Thank everybody for watching. That was a doozy of a session. A lot of stuff has come to light that has raised more questions than it has answers.
And we definitely didn't do this right after the last one, so this is like 7 combined hours of thing.
No, not at all. Not at all. I definitely didn't have to rush some stuff I thought I was going to have a little bit more time to plan on, but it's okay. We got there in the end.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yay.
So, everybody, thank you for watching. Thank you to our sponsors at Dice Goblin. Check out the link below for 20% off your order of dice. And check out our Discord. Like, comment, subscribe. Come hang out. Thank you for watching.
Check out our Ko-fi.
Check out our Ko-fi. You can support us in the show.
And get the
That
credits
we
that are
can-
going to show, like, right after this.
Yeah, you can get into the credits. You can get early access to episodes Fridays instead of Mondays. Fun. You can join our Discord and talk all of the fun spoilers. You would have known that Lorelei was a dragon days before anyone else.
You'll know that Doc gets his hand back earlier than anybody else.
Oh, my God.
Potentially. Or lose it.
Bye!
Bye.